What Wayne say?
Great sex is safe sex, so better wear latex because you don't want that latex. That I think I'm latex.
That I think I'm latex, man.
Mom, we almost made it. Give us some time. It's episode 168 of the Rise and Grind podcast. Your boy Roderick in the building.
Yes, sir. Young Cari, we back in the building.
Man, how you feeling?
Feeling great, man. I'm feeling so good, bro. I swear. How you feeling?
I feel great, man. Dang, I don't want to say it like that.
Man, get it off your chest, man. Get it off your chest, dog.
We're going to be screaming mama we made it in the next 365.
I believe it. Put it out there, bro. Come on.
No, it's damn near on paper.
I believe it.
Like it's damn near on paper, man.
It's not a foreign thought.
Oh no, yeah.
It, yeah.
I'm not just throwing out. If I was throwing out like random bullshit, just dreams without like any attachment, yeah, that would be ludicrous. But
no, it's definitely not wishful thinking.
I'm throwing out logical statements.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you.
Oh, that feels fucking good, man. Damn it.
Keep grinding, boy. Your life can change in 1 year.
Fuck, man.
And even when it's dark out, the sun is shining somewhere.
You love that, man. Jesus Christ, man. Holy shit. He does say some good stuff a lot.
Nah, bro, that's one bar that's stuck with me like from the very first time I've heard it.
No, he's J. Cole is one of the greatest.
Yeah, every time I hear that or every time I'm like down, like that shit always replay in my head. Like, keep grinding, boy. Your life can change in 1 year. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, all right.
From this point last year, I think life's changed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think from this point to August or September of 2023, man, that's gonna be like a stick of dynamite going off.
Yeah, bro. You can only just hope and pray for the best, man. That's all I'm wishing for.
Absolutely. God did this.
Yeah, for sure. The album comes out this week, though.
Absolutely.
This Friday it does come out. Yeah, God did.
Let's bring it back just for a second because it's Monday. Mm-hmm. We're here. How you feeling this week?
Yeah, feeling good, man. My week was good. I had a great weekend.
I was gonna say, how was your weekend?
My weekend was great, dude. So, shout out to Ro, my LB, my frat brother. I hit him up. I was like, man, I need to go on a hike. I've been seeing him doing a lot of hiking.
He's been bragging about this motherfucking hike all weekend.
Because I needed it, man. It was so great.
Listen, any of Cari's LBs, listen, Ro, if you listening, whoever that took you on this, yo, appreciate you. Yeah, Cari's been raving about this shit. Yeah. He's been telling me I need to go on a hike. It's like a nigga that did acid for the first time.
Not acid.
Holy shit, he's coming back. Oh my god, you been on a hike? Which one have you been to?
Yeah. And I've been on hikes before.
You ever been to my trail?
Yeah. I got that new shit.
Like, god damn, nigga.
Nah, man, it was just good to just reset and just kind of ground myself, man. And me and Ro, like I said, we hiked and we just had a great conversation, bro. The whole time we was walking, we almost walked like 3 miles. And, bro, just had a great conversation talking about real life. Just having real conversations with somebody that I fuck with, giving like feedback, you know what I'm saying? We talking about shit that we dealing with personally. So it was just good to just reset and ground myself like that. Yeah, bro. And so that's why I've been saying like that shit be needed. You know, a lot of times we deal with a lot as men, as black men, as if you got a family, things like that, bro. We go through shit and sometimes it's good to just let that shit go.
Absolutely.
Be with nature, bro. You know.
Be with friends.
Yeah, be with friends, get some sunlight. So that's why I'm feeling good, man. I had a great weekend. That was a good thing there. So I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good though. How was your week?
Before we get into my week, you said something about 3 miles. Have we ever talked the cross country stories here?
Maybe a little bit. Yeah.
We did?
Maybe. But we can bring it up. What's up? What you got?
I just wanted to rehash it just because every time I hear 3 miles. Yep. Our freshman year in high school, me, Cari, and shout out Stevie, we talk about him a lot. Mm-hmm. He's doing his thing out there in the Navy right now. We had the option of playing football, which we were pretty much sick of. We had grown up playing football. We knew we were basketball players. We really didn't want to play football anymore.
Correct.
But they didn't necessarily have an off season. So it was kind of like either you go to PE or you play football. Well, our favorite basketball coach, who happened to be the women's basketball coach, shout out Coach Mitchell, or at least my favorite basketball coach. I know you had a different favorite basketball coach, like your all time. But like one of my favorite coaches there was Coach Mitchell. She was like, I think we got a way out for you guys. You can run cross country. And at first, I really think we were kind of hesitant because we didn't know what it was going to be about. We just knew cross country wasn't track, and it was a lot of running. Like, we heard it was a lot.
All right.
So I think we were 14. That was probably the most conditioned I've ever been in my entire life. We ran a mile every day. Like,
every day.
That
was practice.
That was practice.
Yeah, that's what
we ran a mile every single day. And the track meet was for women, you had to run 2 miles. For men, it was 3. Cari and Stevie had some sort of issue with how well I did at our cross country meets. One in particular that I dusted they ass.
Okay.
When he said 3 miles, that's what caught me because my 3 mile time came in at around 21 minutes that day.
Okay.
And yeah, they had a real issue with me. I took stars from that day.
Yeah, you had a ribbon you took home.
I got a ribbon.
Yep, I remember.
There were these beads, no homo, that we collected from the team. I was given a lot of beads from my performance that day.
Yeah.
Coach gave me a lot,
Yeah.
Was recognized that day.
It was a great day for you.
It was a great day.
Yeah.
I had some issues with my asthma prior to.
Right.
Overcame adversity. Fought back.
Yeah.
What is funny to this man? All right.
Yeah. You want me? Is it my turn?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Can I tell my side?
Go ahead.
So I want to go back to practice.
Okay.
Okay.
Go back to practice.
So we practicing, we running miles every day, like we said. In practice, me and Stevie's mile times were always better than your mile times. Not to take nothing away from you, bro. Not to take nothing away, because my asthma was really bad at that time as well. Yours was too. So like me and you would, have our days with that shit.
I'm just gonna say one thing about that, and I'm gonna let you finish your story without interruption.
Go ahead.
During practice, Cari and Stevie was to the business. I was about them bitches. All right. The fine bitches stayed in the back. They didn't run that fast.
They weren't practicing.
They was, oh my God.
Right.
And there were some days that y'all chose to run slow in the back with the bad bitches.
We did. But
so leave me alone.
But majority of the time, bro, we was finishing our miles first in practice, right?
Okay.
So we get to the meet where it's a 3 mile meet, like you said, and bro has never performed the way he performed at this meet, And on top of that, like he said, he had, some issues during the middle of the meet.
Killer performance.
They stopped, like, the medics came and got bro. You know what I'm saying? They had to check on bro because he couldn't breathe right.
Stevie will say I went out on a stretcher.
And I kid you not, bro, they rode you up out that motherfucker. I swear to God they did. Right? But so we lose you. You know what I'm saying? We don't see you for the rest of the meet. Me and Stevie. You know what I'm saying? And then we finally finished, bro. We coming in the 30 minutes. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That shit hard. 3 miles is hard as fuck. So we coming in 30, 35 minutes, damn near 40 minutes, right? And we get
cake work to me.
We get to the finish line, and this nigga chilling with his feet up. Nigga, he got snacks and shit. Everybody, the ribbons and shit all around his neck, all the beads in his pocket and shit.
This nigga made me Jackie Joyner Kersey.
Bro, so like, we look, me and Stevie like, wait. How you get here?
Yes, sir. Big dub.
So nah, bro, that's why we never believed it, because like in practice we never saw you perform that way, and you beat some of the top performers in that meet.
Shout out Corey Grant. We talked about Corey Grant a couple episodes ago in the Yu-Gi-Oh cards thing because he lived up the street from us.
Right.
Corey Grant was a freak with this cross country shit.
Beast with that shit.
Beast. When I tell you we did the mile every day for practice,
yeah.
Oh, he was smoking everybody, every single girls, guys, it does not matter.
He was doing like 5-6 minute miles at like 14, 15.
We lived 4 or 5 miles from there. He could have ran home in an hour.
Right.
Like
he would have beat the bus home.
He would beat the bus home.
I swear to God.
I swear, because the bus take a few minutes to pull up.
For sure.
He beat the bus home.
Yeah. So yeah, you beat him.
I beat Corey that day.
So that's why we was like, bro, we not this nigga. So this is our theory. You got rode to the finish line. They let you finish.
Fucking bullshit.
There's no way.
I swear to God, that didn't happen.
Nah, man.
All right, so this is what I'm gonna be transparent on what actually happened. I woke up that morning. I had a bowl of Wheaties. Michael Jordan was on the cover of that motherfucker.
Okay. What did he tell you? He talked to you?
I just read the back. There's puzzles on it. I did the puzzles. You're gonna be the greatest. I got through the maze. Whatever. There was a fucking prize. I was the one nigga to get the prize.
1 in 1 million chance, bro.
Got on the bus.
Yo,
I got my
Buck.
cock sucked the whole way there.
Okay. All right, that's enough, guys. That is enough.
I pulled up to the meet. Dick hard. Star-studded performance.
I told you it was a great day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was a great day.
3
bro.
miles, 21 minutes. Rolled over to CC's Pizza. Ate like a king.
Yeah, bro. That was some bullshit, bro. I wish my nigga Stevie was here, bro. He can attest to hell nah, bro. Ain't no way you beat Corey Grant, fam.
Oh my gosh.
Nah, fuck
I might
that.
have beat Austin.
Nah, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Hell no.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that's funny, bro. I'm glad you brought that up. I don't know if we really got that deep before.
We might have
like,
talked about it
brought
before,
up.
but never gone that deep into it.
But
Yeah.
You cheated, but it's cool, bro. Like, you
did.
my bro.
I did not
You know what I'm saying?
cheat, man.
Obviously, I still fuck with you. We here today. You know what I'm saying? But you cheated, bro.
Stevie had this theory that I cut through bushes.
You
like,
cut across the field. There was no other explanation, fam.
with a cross country, let's give some more insight to the people just before we get out of here. With a cross country track, it's like almost like an obstacle course through different parts of like you might be on
trails, damn near.
you might start on an actual running like a track, like a track and field track. You might veer off to like a creek. You might run by a lake.
Right.
You might be up the highway.
Yep.
But you make your way back to that track.
I can't believe we did that shit.
That was fucking insane.
Now that I think
Why
about
would
it,
we
yeah.
do? Why would we should have
that's
just played
crazy.
football?
Yeah, I was just down with football, bro.
Yeah, I was too. We should have just played fucking football for that last season though. But I said all that to say, how the fuck can I cut across?
You know, sometimes, bro, when you run into fields, there's little like there's areas in the bushes where you can.
Cari,
cut
I was
across.
pussy growing up.
Nah, bro. I don't know how you beat us though. Still to this day, fam. Like I swear, we didn't play that shit over 1,000 times.
Them
in my
niggas
head.
cannot figure out like I
Bro,
didn't
because
cheat,
we saw
man.
we saw you get carried out.
Yo, you're making
Bro, we
I don't like the way you're saying it. It's okay.
saw you get carried out.
A
fam.
small golf cartish type thing picked me up and I sat down on it
Okay.
and it drove away. You're making it seem like Michael Jackson concert. I just was fucking flailing. Somebody held me onto a cart. That never, ever, ever happened,
They
man.
came and got you, bro.
The way you're saying carried is not sitting right with my fucking soul,
They
man.
came and got, bro. All my life they did.
Yeah, but just the way you
Rolled
went
your ass
about
up
that
out of there.
sentence. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking niggas think I'm fucking laid out in somebody's arms.
Might as well have been shit.
I coughed a little bit.
Yeah, bro.
Started to feel my ass. I think it might have been that breathing treatment they gave me that pepped me right up. It only took like 2-3 minutes.
Oh yeah, that shit juice your ass
And
up.
think
for
how
sure.
good I am that I lost 2-3 minutes, finished 21
Right.
minutes. Y'all
3 miles, huh?
Yep.
You ain't never did that shit ever again in your life,
We only had like 2 more meets.
and you didn't run that fast again.
I didn't try.
Oh, all right,
I didn't try.
for sure. But yeah,
Look at you trying to tear down my credibility.
Nah, bro, I trust you. I trust you. But now, going back to your week, how you been? How was your weekend?
My week. It was a great week. Like I said, hospital, man. Had to get out that hospital.
Yeah, bro.
Oh my
How you feeling? You bounced back?
I'm damn near back to tip top shape.
sure.
Oh my gosh. Hate those hospitals, man.
Yeah, bro. You was down. You
Oh
was
my
down.
down bad.
Yeah.
We shouldn't joke about that. Thank God that we're here. But the weekend was great. It was my nephew's 3rd birthday. Over the weekend, he went to Chuck E. Cheese. That was either his first or second time going, but it was really his first time actually seeing Chucky, meeting him. Like every kid, whether you were born in the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, 2020s, you know Chuck E. Cheese. You've been to Chuck E. Cheese. It's just one of those fucking staples.
Yep. Traditional for sure.
Yeah, and it just happened to be the one that we grew up in. So I'm seeing him in all of these spots and different like obstacle things that I have pictures in the 1990s.
Oh, the same one?
The exact
That's
same
what's
one.
up. That's what's up.
So it was a good time. You know, went back to the crib, like did the whole cake presents thing. That was Saturday. that all wrapped up for him around 8:30, 8:39ish, something like that. Then I dropped back to the crib because it's UFC 278, and I'm on that for the rest of the night.
Yeah, I saw a lot of highlights from that. I saw it was some crazy fights from the UFC as well.
It's crazy that y'all are not like, y'all are big boxing guys, but not into UFC. Like,
I just never really been into it. I don't know why, man. I think it's just maybe too gory for me sometimes. And I like straight up boxing. They do more than boxing. You know, they kickbox, they wrestle. There's takedowns. Like, I just like traditional standard boxing.
shout out Channing. It was because Channing got the UFC game.
I remember.
Yeah, and then she started putting me on, and I started learning all the characters on the game till I'm like, all right, let's start watching. So I'm the same way. Boxing is like, even outside of basketball, football, boxing is like my favorite sport. But outside of those, like I said, so I do care more for like punching. So I look for actual fighters that are more into that. Of course, I'm gonna watch everybody, but like I look for those type of fighters
that do more boxing than UFC. Okay,
absolutely. I don't care much for the takedown game. Like I see where it's vital, and I see where if somebody's tired, it'll put you out of the game, or if you're not strong down there, they can take care of you real quick. But I like to see somebody get knocked out. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but and the way that you say you don't like it, I grew some sort of love for that UFC, that blood splatter, that. Like, last night I watched somebody, he was so dirty, like he knew he was gonna lose, that he rubbed his blood all over the man's face.
I seen that, and I don't want to watch that.
That's the first time I saw that in UFC. I was like, oh man, this nigga's dirty.
It's just disgusting. I seen it. He was just moving his head all over bro's face, smearing his blood together.
I was texting my sister Jordan about it at the same time. I'm like, yo, this nigga is crazy. Never in the history of the sport have I seen this.
Yeah,
like,
bro, that was sick.
I know guys that, like, when they win they fight, they'll have somebody in the crowd take off their shoe. They'll drink beer out of the nigga's shoe. Like,
see,
but it's just something about that setting. Like, I love it, man.
Like, now they're blood brothers. Like,
oh yeah,
it wasn't even supposed to be like that.
Them niggas last night is blood brothers for sure.
Yeah, bro, they gotta go really get checked. They need to get tested.
You get tested before the fight.
You need to get tested after the fight too.
Yeah, no, yeah, because there was somebody during the fight, like last time. He was like, "See, the reason why I lost, like, man, I had a herpes outbreak last week."
All right, I remember him saying that.
Was he notified?
I was gonna say we didn't need to know that, bro.
I don't know what kind of protocol that things happen.
Yeah.
But overall, it was a good weekend. I'm glad that we're here in the Monday. Yeah, it's gonna be a great day. Are you ready to move into intros? Do you want to stay on the intro?
Yeah. So
because that was a hell of an intro already. But let's get back into this.
Yeah. So over the weekend, there was a post that was going around on everybody's story, right? I couldn't stop seeing it.
I actually didn't see this.
Really?
Yeah. Like, maybe I just don't have friends. Holy shit, man.
It was a post by the Shade Room.
What day was this?
This was Saturday.
Okay, I was off socials a lot on Saturday at my nephew's stuff.
So the study says it shows that it costs $300,000 to raise a kid in the U.S. now as inflation soars to a 40-year high.
It went up $50,000 whole dollars to raise a kid.
$300,000, man.
I know it used to say somewhere between $200 and $250.
Yeah. It said in 2021, the average cost of raising a child to a middle-income married couple was approximately $267,000.
That's crazy.
Like you said.
I just talked to my mom like last week. I was like, I probably just get my ball snipped. Like, I really don't even like want to do this anymore.
Like that?
I was joking, but she informed me that, like, at our age, the doctor won't even allow us. Like, the same way, like, at a female, unless there's some dire instance, if she were to walk in and be like, yeah, I need a hysterectomy, they won't even do it just because, like, you can't change your mind. And at a certain point, like, they won't do it for you because you might change it. Like, you might change your mind.
I agree, though, unless it's something dire need, like you said, that's affecting my health. I think that's a decision you should make later in life.
No, yeah, I was joking, but it was just a discovery when she told me. I was like, damn, I can't even get the clip.
No, yeah, I'm just saying, like, from the doctor standpoint, though, I'm glad that they do that. Because,
Yes, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, at a young age, you may think, this is what I want my life to be. But it's like, bro, you got so much more to live. So it's like, why make that decision now? Like, just wait till you 40, 50, and then, like, if you at that point ain't got kids, then you can go get the snip, snap, whatever.
Absolutely. That sounds fucking scary. Ooh, man, that sounds scary. But $300,000 to raise a kid.
And it really costs more than that, if we being honest, bro. I'm sure my parents, over the course of my 25 years, have spent way more than $300,000 on me.
If I could sum this up in less than 10 words. Trojan, skin, lifestyle. Where else are we going with this?
Icon.
I didn't even know that exists.
Durex.
Oh my gosh, get you a Durex, my boy.
That's them rookie condoms, boy.
Oh my gosh, like
them Durex.
Those are the sex ed class condoms they give out. They give you a Durex.
Right, them rookie ones. They come in different colors and shit.
You're flavored.
Niggas was having sex in yellow condoms.
Hey.
Red condoms. I don't want that.
Do you remember how silly we were as kids? Like, we were just broke too. When we were like 17, 18, we would text somebody in the group, and it's because we live like 1, 2, 3 blocks from each other. All of us live on the one block, the other block. Hey, bro, any of y'all have a condom? Yeah, bro, I'll be over there, bro. I'm gonna pull up and give you a condom.
Yeah, bro. I want my niggas to keep that Jimmy on. So
absolutely.
I used to have them hoes on deck. I swear to God, in my backpack at school, I used to be like, bro, like, niggas just get them hoes out the backpack, bro. Because I was just like, here, if you need one, I'm glad my niggas wearing them hoes. So if you need one, bet I got you right here. So yeah. But that's funny though. But $300,000, man. Me looking at that, damn.
Boom.
This is brought to you by Trojan.
We are never lacking. Brought to you by Trojan condoms.
Facts. But no,
it hasn't even been opened.
Looking at that, man. So
because I'm abstinent, I've never had sex.
That made me not even want to have kids. I'm like, damn, 300,000.
Man, that shit is.
Sheesh.
And people ask me why I want to wait until I'm 28 or 29 or 30 to have kids. Like, that is why. Do you have 300,000 just slaying around?
I don't.
No.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
You're never gonna be ready for a baby. Okay, I get it.
That's true. Yeah, that's true in a sense. But when you, at this point in our lives, we still have that decision for us. We haven't made that decision. We haven't went through with having a child yet. So
yeah, as long
I'm
as
going to wait.
Shout out to everybody that is raising kids right now. But I'm saying, like, as it pertains to me, yeah, of course. Since I haven't made that choice yet,
right,
I'm gonna preserve that for a while, for as long as I can.
Right, and like, there's nothing wrong with doing that.
God willing, like, I pray to God a lot that I have at least 3 to 4 more. I really tell him 4, since I don't tell him anything, but I pray to God 4 more years. I want to be like 29, man.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like you said, just because we have that choice. But I mean, if it were to happen, like, that's just something you got to deal with. Like, it's no problem.
I just gotta sound like one of the guys from More. I'm gonna step up. I'm gonna be if it's mine, I'm gonna step up, and I'm gonna be that man.
I'm gonna step up.
I
was the pappy.
Why is that always the thing? Like, you could just say you're gonna be the dad and be in the kids. Like, why is it always the step up?
Why
thing?
do we have to step up?
Yeah, like, what if I was already stepped up?
Right.
Like, I don't have kids, but like, what if I didn't need to take a step up? What if I was already ready?
If I was already bossed up?
Yeah, like, what if I'm a boss? Like, what do you mean step up, nigga?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I have to step down for this little motherfucker.
For this little nigga.
I might just stoop down to his level. I've been boss forever.
For the baby.
Nah,
that's funny.
Nah, I'm just playing.
That's funny. But no, man. So be careful, man. If y'all want to have kids, that's fine. But if you real life don't, reading articles like this should light a fire under your ass to keep that Jimmy on. Practice safe sex.
Tight. Keep that bitch on tight, man.
What Wayne say?
Great sex is safe sex, so better wear a latex, because you don't want that latex, that I think I'm latex.
That I think I'm latex, man. Ooh, shout out to Wayne, man. But nah, real talk. Keep them Jimmies on. Be safe. $300,000, that's a lot of money, and I'm sure it's going to keep going. And to me, honestly, I think that's just a wild estimate. I'm sure there's some accuracy to it, because I know they have shit that they look at, but I think it costs more than that.
Can we talk about how the price of the condom has fucking gone up? Oh my God, Corey. I paid $6 for that 3-pack.
Where you buy it from, though?
The gas station.
That's why.
They used to be $3, $4 in that bitch.
Right. But the gas station, places like that, no, I'm sure the price hasn't went up, yes, but
like Quick Trip, Corey.
But they're gonna, bro. No, they be taxing. They be taxing. You got to go to like the Walmart, the Targets, the grocery stores, and you got to buy like in bulk.
Now, no, that was for like
quick instances.
Yeah, like
like you just was on the run. I feel you. I get you.
Yeah, like
I get you.
It's a backpack thing.
Right,
like,
right. I get you.
And I haven't even opened it.
Right. I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's been open, guys.
Straight in lightly like a. But no, I know what you mean. But what I'm saying is like, gas station, they notice shit like that, so it's costing them $3-4 to purchase that, but they're jacking that shit up on purpose, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. So like gas stations, all these little places that sell little one-off things like that, they're gonna tax it every time.
And yeah, I'm bougie now, so like I actually pay a little more. Even when I go in the Walmart, because I do buy in bulk. That was just like the quick thing.
Yeah.
I'm using the skins these days. I'm not doing the latex no more. Like those. Nah, we're not doing those anymore, guys. We're getting comfortable. We're doing water-based things these days.
Okay.
More motion in the ocean.
Facts.
I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying.
Right. For her. For her, right?
For
her pleasure. Okay.
Head ass.
Nah, yeah. I'm fucking with it, bro.
No, I'm just kidding. Practice abstinence. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Safe sex always.
I've actually never had sex.
Yep. I'm a
Virgin. Almost like Mary. No, I can't compare myself to Mary. That's actually blasphemous. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, God. Let's just do it, Wave. Let's just go. All right, man. Albums are out. New albums are here. Larry June. Let's not waste any time.
Yeah.
Let's get into the man of the hour. Spaceships on the Blade. Larry June.
Man, my favorite project that came out this week, man.
Well, it's not the only project that came out this week.
Yeah, so we said that on Thursday that this was really like the only thing, but we ended up getting some more music.
Yeah, we got a couple more.
Yeah, but Larry came through and dropped a great project, 20 songs, where it's just he's floating, so smooth. Larry, I've said this before, one thing that sets Larry apart, in my opinion, bro, when I say the nigga don't miss, yeah, the song sound good, but this nigga beats. Like, he picks the best beats. I think that's why he succeeds so well, bro. Because it's like he picks the beats that he knows are perfect for his flow.
It's that thing that I say when you have the freedom of your own label and you know what works. There's not A&Rs. There's not quality control. There's not execs higher up pushing you to make this new sound or move toward wherever the music era or the music industry is headed toward. Mm-hmm. He can just be him. That player ass sound that we like, until he wants to change it, or until he finds a new pocket that he wants to get comfortable. He's about to milk this.
Right. What they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And it ain't nothing wrong with what he got going.
Right. And that's exactly what he's doing. And he's actually improving on his sound, which is crazy to think about it.
The thing about it is they're actually totally different types of the same sound.
Right. That's why I say he keeps evolving it.
Okay, I shouldn't say that. They're completely different sounds with the exact same vibe.
Okay.
That makes so he doesn't. All his songs don't sound the same.
No.
I don't want to say it like that.
But the vibes are the same.
The vibe is the same.
Yeah.
Player,
healthy,
top back, ride,
successful, women.
Breeze through your hair while this man like
windows down.
If she leaves, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Just
if she's here, I'd love to have her.
Right.
Oh my god.
Just living life, bro.
Man, player. Do you hear a player that shit sounds? Yeah. If she's gone, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. If she's here, I'd love to have her. When you get to that level, like that's P. That's super P.
Yeah, that's real P. But no, Spaceships on the Blade, man. This, like I said, this album was crazy. I had a lot of people text me. People obviously know that we Larry fans, but when people hit you individually, like frat brothers, you know what I'm saying, family, whoever it may be, and like, nah, bro, this Larry sliding. Like, nah, bro, this Larry going hard. Like, I got text messages like, oh no, this Larry different. I'm like, man, I've been trying to tell y'all, bro. Like, Larry's that guy, man. But people see it now. The success is there. You can't, like, there's nothing bad that you can say at this point.
I'm so used to Larry dropping so often that I was almost quick to say, bro, this is the first Larry album I've listened to in full length all year. But like we've said, this is the first project he's dropped all year. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. He's got lots of features on here. Like we said, Babyface Ray, Currency, Sid from the Internet. He's got 2 Chainz. Let's see, Wallow. I forgot about that. And yeah, Duckworth.
Yep.
My favorite one on here, I think I told you before, is For Tonight from Sid, or with Sid. But I do like that 2 Chainz track too. The second track, Private Valet, it's one of my favorites. There's a lot of these, but I only listened to it once, so I can't actually go through it like name by name by name. But some of them did stick with me.
Yeah, man, they sound great. Don't Check Me, that's the one he's leading right now as far as like single. He dropped a video for that one with the album that came out on Friday. But it just sounds great, man. Just shout out to Larry once again doing the damn thing, bro. I love how much acclaim he's getting now, bro. Like I swear, like that shit makes me happy. That shit makes me so happy. He deserves it. So shout out to Larry. Check that out. Spaceships on the Blade.
And it's just like he's almost in. I don't even want to say almost. He's going mainstream in his own lane, like completely. There's other people that are in that lane, but they're not in that mainstream light yet. Like, of course, we'll always have Dom Kennedy that's in that light, that's in that line of rap. Got Primo Rice, people like that, but Larry's as big as it gets right now.
Yeah, Larry's A-list, bro.
Don't do that. No,
Larry's
not yet.
A-list, man. Nah, he's right at like B+.
I was gonna say
before you get to A.
He's on his way, and I was listening to a lot of things Larry said. I forgot what interview he might have just done.
Stone.
Okay. Yeah. The nigga's just about his money, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm glad you brought that up. I forgot because he said he only gives himself like 3 hours a day to work on music. Everything else is just living his life.
He said rapping gives him anxiety, so he doesn't even do that for long. I rap 3 hours a day.
Yeah.
But he said if you think about the consistency, if I rap 3 hours a day, 365 days a year, you got something there.
That's some magnificent numbers.
Yeah.
He said like the outstanding numbers.
He was like, that's outstanding. then you done outstanding numbers. I was like, God damn it.
He's so playing.
I was like, this is how he uses numbers in a sentence.
Yeah, man.
I hear him say it in raps, but like when you hear something like that, like the first time you hear Rich the Kid and Migos used that way in a sentence, you're like, oh, that's how you use it.
Yeah.
And we knew how we were using it, but I had never heard Larry. Yeah, then you're doing outstanding numbers. And I'm like, or doing magnificent numbers. I'm like,
that's funny.
Oh, good job, Larry. Way to go, Larry.
I was going to say, you're doing good.
Yeah.
That shit funny. He said, could you use it in a sentence?
We got, and I don't even mind saying this in front of the audience. Shout out the audience. We're gonna shout you out in just a second. Car, we got to get more like that. Like
what? What you mean?
He's walking around in his 91 bag, his 91 hat, his 91. I mean, and shout out Chef Hoppy. Chef Hoppy, you know, he's been promoting the You Are Your brand, that entire thing, from day one. That I'll step in it, I'll walk in it, I'll sit my ass down in it, I'll wipe my ass with me, with this, with everything you see him walk in is Larry. Yeah. Everything you see him promote is Larry. Yeah. Everything you see him buy is Larry. His business, like, it's just that shit is player. Like,
yeah, bro. I love that too. A lot of artists, I don't think a lot of artists get that. That building, yeah, bro. We trying. You see the pillows and shit. We trying, but no, definitely, bro. I definitely fuck with, like you said. His brand is called Midnight Organic. If y'all don't know, so. He definitely always got that on, always rocking his own shit, like you said.
Drinking from his store,
numbers, tagging that, everything, bro. So y'all love it. Bro has really expanded on his brand, too. And that's the thing. Like, he said it himself. And he was saying this 3 years ago, so I can only imagine what it's like now. He said, bro, he can stop rapping. He makes so much from his brand, like you mentioned, he doesn't even have to rap. Imagine that. Yeah. It's crazy, right?
Let's just get the merch go. We make so much money from merch, we don't even have to pod.
Hey, 6 figures off the retail, man.
Yeah, that's fire. That's fire.
I love it, bro.
I love it too, man. Shout out Larry. And I said we were gonna do this right before we got into the next actual thing. But I do want to give Larry that's an A album.
Yeah, there's no skips, bro. Larry don't miss, man.
Okay. But shout out to our listenership. I wanted to get into y'all. Everybody listening on Apple, listening on Spotify, Google, Pandora, Amazon, Stitcher, Deezer, TuneIn, iHeart. Everywhere you're listening, make sure you hit that download button so you can get that offline. Going through any tunnels, any train spots, make sure that don't skip. You don't mean any pauses or any delays. Just get that downloaded. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification? That button, that bell. That ding. So you get all of our actual videos. We doing clips. Cari's back to doing them clips. We're going crazy on YouTube.
Yeah.
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok. Thank you for rocking with us. Make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you hit that subscribe, that notifications, turn those on. Keep rocking with us, man. But back to the albums. Where we at next?
Moving on. So we have Kodak. Kodak snuck an EP on us that dropped on YouTube.
That was a surprise.
Yeah, it was called Closure EP. So he made a post because this music was actually leaked. So he says in an Instagram post, new EP out now on YouTube, Closure. Somebody leaked it, so I just put it up on my page officially since it's spreading. Anyways, I made this last year in a dark spot, and honestly, I probably would have never released this. I make music from my soul, so it's personal to me, and I fear of reopening old scars. This is not intended to diss or expose anyone. Instead, to close a chapter in my book before I go on to the next peacefully. But I hope my fans enjoy this. Although I was against this coming out right now because I was all over this shit, I kind of feel like it got leaked at the right time. I ain't tripping, especially because niggas been playing on my top. And I've been to myself lately, so why not? So he drops this. It's 4 songs on YouTube. We played it in pre-production, man. How you feel about it? Tell me what's your feelings when you heard these songs?
Before feelings, his publicist wrote this. They did a nice thing of putting this in Kodak form though. Like Kodak, this is Kodak's feelings. This is Kodak's feelings. Kodak didn't write this, guys.
Besides that,
okay. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say,
just have to get into the specifics.
Yeah.
He didn't write that. This is great. This is actually an album or an EP that I would have loved to hear.
Same.
Kodak drop. Like, I know he said this was like a dark spot, a vulnerable spot for him, that he would have never really dropped this on any other instance. This is what I want to hear from him.
Yeah, that's the Kodak that we love, that we always love.
Of course, there's hard tracks, there's bangers that you got out now and on projects that you continue to release that we like, oh yeah, hell yeah, we want to hear that too. That's why we've been giving you the praise, you've been going this hard. But the tracks that you've been holding on to are smokers. This is the type of shit, Corey, that we have no idea the type of music our favorite artists are holding back and will never, ever, ever hear.
Yeah, bro. It's so many songs that never make the cut that when you finally hear them, if they get leaked, you like, oh my God.
That makes the cut.
Yeah, it does. But like you said, I'm okay with him explaining why they didn't come out because, you know, he was quote unquote dissing, exposing people, things like that, saying names.
He didn't really diss anybody. I mean, he said their names.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's what the people were saying. I'm not saying
he was sympathizing. The blogs put headlines up as fucking bullshit. That wasn't
exactly
true at all. They kind of said the words name drop, but that doesn't make any sense. He mentioned the baby, he mentioned Boosie, and he mentioned who else was it that he threw in there? It's not that important, but he threw a few rappers in there and related himself to them as they had been canceled within the last year or so. And he was saying basically they're taking the voice from the strong niggas.
Yeah, so that's the point I was making. Not to say was saying like that's what people were saying, but if you really listen to the songs, like you mentioned, you can understand that he wasn't really trying to diss. He was just being personal, man. And I love when niggas get personal within their music. That's when they make the best music. Like he said here, of course, I probably would have never released this shit because it opens up, wounds and dark places in my life. But sometimes when niggas be going through shit in their life, that's when they make their best product. Unfortunately, so.
Well, I believe that's always when somebody makes the best product.
Yeah. But I love it, man. It was 4 songs. One is called Sometime Away. The other one is called X and O's. They Fear Me, and I'm Off That. All audio tracks there on YouTube. But if you haven't heard it, man, check it out. Another conversation we was having about Kodak. I was asked this question over the weekend. Shout out to Ro again. He said, who's had the biggest year so far of 2022? And I couldn't really think of anybody. I sat there and I was like, man, I really don't know. And he was like, it's Kodak Black.
Yeah, this isn't even an argument for me. I wouldn't even even if you were to ask this just like without prior conversation, I would automatically say Kodak Black. I was actually thinking something like this earlier this week. I'm glad that you had this conversation. Shout out Ro, he all over this podcast today. But yeah, from January to now, we've talked so many times about how, oh, here's Kodak. Is Kodak going to do this again? Can Kodak come back again? Snapping. Project snapping. Feature snapping. Song snapping. He's kind of stayed away in the last few months from social media drama. But of course, he's still all over social media. He'll do his little trolling things to get he'll do his clout shit. But as it pertains to rapping, he's been going crazy ever since Super Gremlin. And he hasn't taken his foot off of the pedal. He's been going nuts.
Nah, yeah, I couldn't agree more, man. When he said, I was like, yeah, that's easy. I don't think anybody's had a year like Kodak Black in 2022.
It's not even close. Like, the way we're going to talk about, I think probably next pod, something like that. I think not the baby, Lil Baby's on the way, something like that. Lil Baby would just have to go on a run the entire rest of the year, just smoking it for me to feel like Kodak Black sits at number 2, because there's nobody that can. We're sitting at almost September now.
Yeah.
There's nobody can take that from Kodak right now.
Yeah, and I think he's gonna finish it. Not to say that niggas like Baby and other people who are gonna drop music for the remainder of this year. Not to say that they're not gonna drop great music, but as far as like staying hot and consistent, and every time you get on somebody's song, you killing it. Nobody has done that like Kodak has done that.
It'll be on their albums.
Oh yeah, he was on Kendrick Lamar's album, bro. That's why I'm saying, like,
right?
Yeah, this nigga had the biggest year.
And he'll make his way to the Lil Baby album, yeah, I'm sure, and he'll make his way to Schmirk's album before the year's over. So,
he probably on DJ Khaled shit, more than likely.
Oh, for sure, he's on that album. Yeah. Did we not send something that he was already like?
Nah, it was. There
was 4 people that was on the cover of a new.
It was Dirk,
DJ Khaled track.
It was 21 Savage, Roddy Ricch, and Dirk.
Okay.
Yeah. You know that's coming.
I'm going to need some different artists from him.
I mean, bro, you know.
We're going to need to throw some people differently in the mix.
We'll see.
You don't think so?
I know. Should he? Yes, but we'll see how it sounds, because that's all one song. Those artists, that's all one song that they're going to be on.
Oh, yeah. No, I know. I meant like doing that. Doing Roddy Ricch, of course, we saw him already. We saw Dirk in there already. We saw Lil Baby. We already heard Lil Baby, Drake. Like, you know.
I agree, but I'm saying there's still so many other people to get, because those artists right there is just one song.
Oh yeah.
So there's still so many more that, yeah. But I agree. Like, yeah, I want to hear something different as well. I want a different sound. Go get some singers, man. You know, just do something different. I agree.
Okay. We're not on the DJ Khaled tip right now.
Yeah,
so
not yet. Not yet. We'll save that one.
So we'll save that.
Yeah.
But ending with Kodak, this was good.
Check it out. Yeah.
This was 4 tracks again, right? Yeah.
4 tracks. Yep. Closure EP on YouTube only.
Which is great.
Put that on your phone though. Put it on your own DSPs, because it's that good.
Yeah. We already talked about how we're gonna get that to our phone. It's gonna get there. Man. sorry, Apple. Sorry, YouTube. We're gonna have to get that off your hands really quick, man.
I need that.
But let's go ahead and move on. Meg Thee Stallion, her album Traumazine. It's been out for about a week now. She did 66,000. That's gonna debut number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Yeah. So we talked about the last pod. I don't know if we talked about what she would do, but we talked about how we felt about the album, and I think that's okay. You know, sitting at number 3, 66. I mean, they probably not super happy with that from the label standpoint and her, but I think for what that album was made for, and not having a rollout and everything, you know, that's to come with that, I think they're okay with sitting at number 3. That's my opinion.
I left the silence on purpose. You want me to be honest, Corey? God damn, it just make me sound like a hater every single time we talk about.
You be hating.
No, I'm not.
You make yourself sound like
I'm not, Corey, but like...
It's not me.
It is. You're making me sound like a hater for going hard on an album that in any other instance, if somebody was that big, it doesn't matter how close it was, they announced the drop. Somebody that we talk about how she has a clinch on the damn world, Corey.
Nobody's albums is selling like that, bro. You know this.
Corey, the
And
biggest,
she's still
all the
on
biggest
the
in
heels
the,
of Beyonce.
all the biggest in the world are
everybody.
doing 100.
Not Megan Thee Stallion on an album that has no rollout and no promo. Like, you want people to sell 100,000. Chris Brown didn't sell 100,000. Like, you know the climate. She's not
You
Beyonce.
said Chris didn't do 100? What did Chris do?
He did like 70 first week or some shit like that.
He's not Meg Thee Stallion.
You expect Meg to do 100K off of Traumazine, bro? Off of Traumazine.
Yes.
You're crazy. I don't.
Corey, who's the biggest female rapper in the game right now?
Not Megan Thee Stallion.
Who? Who is it?
Cardi B. Nicki Minaj. Not Meg Thee Stallion. Come on now.
It's definitely, if we're talking about heat right now, it's definitely Cardi first, and then we're going to go with Meg. Like, Nicki do not got this bitch heated up right now.
Crazy, bro.
Nicki's Nicki, and she'll always be Nicki. We're talking about a heat factor level.
Yes.
She's not hotter right now.
Super freaky girl.
That shit is
Killing
not.
it. No, I'm saying, bro, from the charts and the YouTube and the playlist, she's killing it.
That's because she's Nicki, and she can get herself placed in all them shits without sales.
So why ask me the question?
I'm
if
talking about.
she can't
I'm
have
talking
it?
about your name ringing in the motherfucking streets, Corey. It's Corey. I mean, it's Cardi's and it's Meg's. Ain't nobody's name. Nicki's name not ringing right now.
What songs is ringing out from Megan right now before this album came out? Plan B didn't even ring like that, like we thought. What else was ringing?
What was the little fucking track that just dropped? Like, didn't she just drop some shit like
Pressurelicious?
Yeah.
With Future. That one was ringing, but that was right before the album. But before that, bro, she didn't have nothing. She had Plan B, but it wasn't ringing like that.
during the whatchamacallit era? I'm not even trying to. Please don't make me seem like I'm putting on a cape for Meg Thee Stallion right now, because I really just came in.
Nah, this is just dialogue.
No, that fucking song went crazy during that little Rolling Loud era, that
Plan
3
B?
to 4 weeks era that she had that track out.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying, but since that, like you're saying, she's been just so hot, and I'm
No,
like,
I didn't say
think
she's
that.
so hot. I said she's fucking hotter than Nicki Minaj right now.
And I don't think that. That's what I'm telling you. Like, I know Plan B for them few weeks may have rang off, and she performed it at Rolling Loud, and we were excited about it. But since that, Meg ain't did nothing.
Fuck new songs, Corey. Fuck new songs. I'm talking about female rappers' heat. You think women are riding around listening to more Nicki right now than they listening to Meg? Fuck no.
But I'm saying this year, bro.
I'm talking about heated up, like, period, that like would sell more. If she's doing that, the only reason why Nicki would do more is straight off of I'm Nicki Minaj.
Okay. So you think Meg should sell more than 66,000 first week? Where do you put her though?
Absolutely. Her last album did like 180, Corey.
Bro, you're not wrong, but you are not focusing in on the fact that she had no promo, she had no heat like you are thinking. Like, I know what you mean, bro.
I get if you have no promo in the older days of music, when we're just getting into the streaming days, if you're still in the CD days, shit like that. Niggas get on Apple Music and Twitter and Instagram every day, Corey. They know the fucking album's out.
Not when you tell us right before it come out, bro. Come on now.
Corey.
This album came out on Friday. She told us on Thursday.
Corey, I'm not going for that. I'm not going for that.
Nah,
I'm not going for that at all. And I don't think anybody else in this music industry is going for that shit. Fuck that, Corey.
I think you just basing it off the future. I mean, off the past, bro. It's a different ball game.
I get it's a different ball game. There's niggas still doing 100.
And Meg is not what we think she is.
Is Meg not one of the biggest?
She is, bro. She is, but it's not translating to the music. To the sales. It's not. It's not. It's just not. If Chris Brown can put out that fucking heat that he put out this year and not do 100, bro, when I see Meg and other people not do 100, I'm like, I get it. It's not y'all. It's not y'all.
No, I think we're comparing different people that we shouldn't be comparing. I get Chris Brown's legacy, like, and his star factor, but globally, Chris Brown lost a lot, and he's lost a lot for a long time.
Yes, but I'm saying I still think if we just talking about talent and heat and all this, he should sell 100. I just don't think Meg
should be selling more than Chris Brown.
All right.
Meg should for sure be selling more records than Chris Brown. He's a legacy act damn near at this point.
Okay. I just don't think Meg got it like that. Anytime she had sold the numbers that you're saying is because she had multiple tracks that was riding. She was riding on that. She had no tracks for this. She dropped Pressurelicious, yes, a few weeks before it came out. Plan B did what it did for those few weeks. She drops the album and doesn't say anything. That shit is not going number one, bro. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care how good the music may be or how big she's supposed to be. She's never done that before.
I didn't expect it to go on number one.
But you're expecting it to do more than what it did. I tried to give her praise. I'm like, yeah, I understood that y'all just put this out just to put it out. Number 3 is cool. You saying it should be better than number 3.
No. I'm not saying it should be better than number 3. Whoever's number 2 and number 1, clap your hands. Well deserved. I'm saying whether it's 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 66 is not that. She should be doing more than 66,000.
All right, man. we gonna see when more people do this, you gonna be like, okay, and I'm like, I tried to tell you. But it's all good. Trauma Scene, check that out. 66,000. Shout out to me. Number 3 on the charts. Doing the damn thing. Nah, I was just playing. But moving on, we had one more you wanted to talk about. I didn't really get to.
No, I didn't really want to talk about it. I just wanted to mention Internet Money. Go check that out. They got he producer wise got a new album out. It's called We All We Got. It's an EP.
Yeah, I think it was about 5 or 6 songs on there from artists. Lil Tecca was on there. Lil Yachty was on there. Some more artists, but Internet Money, he's dropped tapes before and he's had songs before that went crazy. So I'm sure that shit probably sounded good as well.
You know, he's like a white kid.
I didn't know that. I've never seen his face. I was just only seen the name. Yeah.
Yeet is on it. Lil Tecca, Yachty, Ken Carson. Lil Tecca again.
Okay. Wow. Shout out to bro, because that track with who's that? Don Toliver and Gunna, the one on the top song right there.
This is a NAF song. Lemonade.
But that's his song. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
I'm saying like he's good. I'm saying I've heard that song before and he's good. That's
yeah, I know him from. Yeah. I'm looking at some of this shit under here. Kid Leroy,
of course.
Yeah. Also,
the black Kid Leroy,
the white Rory. I mean, I said Rory, the white Rory. You know, was that it for albums?
Yeah, that was it. We can move on into songs.
All right, let's do this. Offset's solo track is here. The beginning of the Offset album rollout is here.
Yep, we're here. We're witnessing it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A track by Offset. We had originally heard earlier this week this track would feature Moneybagg Yo. It did not. Mm-hmm. This was just Offset featured, produced by Baby Keem.
Yeah, how you feeling about this one?
This was great. I liked everything that I heard from Offset. I saw the video.
Yeah, I was gonna say you said the music video.
Yeah, I saw the video. He was basically set at like a theme park, an amusement park. Mm-hmm. It was a nice video. Visuals were great. Mm-hmm. The rap was great. The content was great. Yep. This was nice to hear from Offset. You've been seeing a lot of Quavo, a lot of Takeoff. You haven't been seeing anything from Offset. Mm-hmm. And we've got a very, very good song to me and an interesting song when you get to the politics that we'll get to later.
Facts. But no, I agree as well. Like, first time hearing it, I was like, okay, the beat is crazy. Shout out to Baby Keem, putting his producer credits on there.
Sounds like a Baby Keem track.
Sounds just like I heard Baby Keem on the song.
This wasn't even produced, this was produced by Baby Keem for Baby Keem. Oh, he was just like,
I swear.
Give it the set.
I swear. But no, it sounded good, man. Offset he's such a great rapper, bro. He floated well on that track. I loved it.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so more onto the politics though. You wanted to go ahead and go there.
Yeah, you want to go into it?
Yeah, so one thing that stood out to me, bro.
It didn't even stand out to me. You showed me this.
Yeah, man, and I did it on purpose. I told you I was gonna text you.
I think it's because I never listened to this on DSPs. I strictly watched the music video.
Got you. So I purposely didn't text you. I was like, I'm gonna wait till we link for the pod because I want to see your reaction. So
and you got a reaction.
I did. So me looking at this track, I go down and look at the label credits. You know, if you have Apple Music, you can go down at the end of the song. You'll see, you know, whose distribution and whose label is backing this song, right? And so I looked, and I don't see QC listed anywhere on this song. It just says Motown Records. Now, if you know, QC is backed by Motown Records, if you didn't know that, but usually on everything that Offset has dropped in the past, all Migos track, even the Unconfused they just dropped, it'll say Quality Control Music / Motown Records.
Yep.
So I'm like, why doesn't this song say QC? What is going on at QC? Did Offset leave QC?
That's the big question that everybody wants to know. I actually had just gone to Tidal so I could double check and see if I could get any other insight. I don't see anything that has anything
it's not even
to do with
there.
QC.
Swear to God.
So when Jakari showed me this,
Oof.
I was baffled. I immediately swiped up and I typed in Quavo Takeoff's name because I wanted to see if if Offset's name and his music no longer appears under the QC management or the QC, the label tag, does Quavo and Takeoff's Unconfused music that has just recently been released.
Right.
So if Offset's off, they've got to be off too, right?
Right.
They're still on the label. I'm looking at the music they just dropped within the last 2 months.
2 months, yeah.
It says QC, Motown, that whole UMG. And then you look back at Offsets that just says Motown, UMG. And my head went the fucking swirling, Corey. Offset has definitely left QC.
Bro. I think that relationship has come to an end. Maybe. I think we may be witnessing like firsthand that QC Offset relationship maybe coming to an halt.
It only sucks because last week we thought that they got us. We had stopped. We were like, they fucking got us, Corey.
They pulled one over on us.
And it looks like Offset's pulled out of the deal.
Yeah, I think he may just be being backed solely from this point on by Motown.
By Motown.
Doing his own thing. And it's weird to even to see that and speculate and, you know, say that because we still don't even know what's going on here between the three. And maybe the label now at this point, maybe Q and Coach P as well. You know, we just don't know who's involved. So it sucks, bro. But no, that means something. And I know y'all probably like, what? Nah, bro. That means something because you made it a point for QC not to be on there.
Well, I'm Roderick Taylor, so even if we don't have the truth, we're definitely gonna fucking swirl around some fucking rumors.
The rumor mill.
It's been wide known, not even a rumor.
I mean, yeah, it's been known. Even before the Unconfused shit, it's been known that
there's been tension, not just between the Migos themselves, but between the Migos and their situation with QC.
Yep.
We heard about this before Culture 3 dropped, and we heard that might have been a reason why Culture 3 took so long.
Yep.
And QC, P had to come out and say that there was no beef between them and the Migos. Offset, Takeoff, and them, they had to state the exact same thing. But in the background, if you're privy to information, you knew there were quarrels going on. You knew there were fights going on, real fights going on.
Yep.
Between members of Migos, between A&Rs and label heads at QC, between rappers on QC. And I'm just gonna clear air, and if this episode gets listened back to later, sorry guys. Migos was not happy with Lil Baby becoming the priority of QC. Not happy at all.
You think so?
I know so. 100%. I know that.
Why do you think that?
I've listened and heard of real fights go on about it. You know, like real fights between members of that label.
Okay.
And heads of that label, executives of that label. I've heard, from firsthand fights that have actually gone on between 4PF and QC artists.
Yeah, we know that. Studio fights.
Club fights.
Yeah. That was reported. I remember that for sure.
Niggas getting their chains robbed and shit like that.
Across the face and shit.
Yeah.
Sure.
QC, well, let's just say Migos and Lil Baby are not fans of each other at all.
Okay.
At all.
Label drama. Ooh.
And they haven't been for years.
I was going to say, this has been going on
this
at
is
least 2019.
Yeah, 2018, 2019, something like that. This is not new.
Yeah. I knew that for sure.
The moment Lil Baby popped, it became a problem at that label because it was homegrown and it was for Migos, so it seemed like Migos would be the bread and butter forever. But you're not always. You see the way 2017 came and they were the biggest in the world, and they're not anymore. And now Lil Baby is. Of course, you're gonna put the money and the money and the attention, and all of the events that are gonna go on and things like that behind Baby.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's business.
Yeah,
it's business. Yeah,
but I also understand people that have been the number one at a label before. That's like, okay, I'm not going back to being treated like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna go somewhere where even if I'm not number one, I'm being treated in my own way, like I'm my own number one.
Yeah.
And there's not a hierarchy here right now.
No, yeah, that makes sense. And you would think that there would be a conversation about that from the label.
It probably was.
I mean, we would hope.
Yeah, this surely probably was.
I'm just saying, like, from the Migos standpoint, if there was a conversation, this is my thing. If there was a conversation that was held, you would think they would react differently. So a
lot of money. With a lot of money, Cari, comes with a lot of power, comes with a lot of ego.
Right. And I get it. They built QC. The niggas was saying QC when Streets on Lock was dropping. I understand.
Even outside of building it, money and fame comes with ego that you can't tell niggas nothing in some instances.
I get that. I'm just making a point. I'm saying, like, the fact that they are...
Oh, yeah, I'm not differing.
Have acted and have reacted to the way that they have for the last 3-4 years, it makes me think like, damn, was there a conversation that was held? Because if there was, you would think niggas would be okay with it more. But I understand these are niggas, you know what I'm saying? These are hood niggas, like you said. They came up it was the Migos label, bro. They were on top of the world. I get it. Here comes this little guy, and now he's trying to take our place. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But I'm just looking at the bigger picture because now, look at where we are now. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like everything is about to fucking implode, bro. Like, except for Baby. Like, he's the only one. And shit, who knows what his future is like. You know, that's some more speculation. So it's just like, damn.
Now, that's something that I always wondered. I always wondered if Lil Baby would stay with QC. I think we've actually heard him say things about not staying forever,
or we've talked about it for sure. It sounds familiar.
I think we've heard things.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I don't want to confirm that.
Yeah.
But it sounds believable.
Yeah, it does.
But yeah, Offset is definitely off of the label, guys.
Yeah, he's definitely off of the label and definitely about to drop his follow up to his debut album.
So the album that's coming out, is this going to be his last album with QC, or is this going to be his newest album with Motown?
It's a great question, bro. Looking like it's just going to be his first on Motown.
That's weird.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, that shit,
but also being a homegrown label, they probably had that situation settled to where he could leave this label quietly.
Okay.
It's not a big legal thing. It's not one of those type of things.
Yeah, let's just drop this song and not put QC on there. Make it easy so nobody really can know the facts. We can just speculate, So I'm sure they may have went about it like that, maybe. But
the same way Kendrick did his thing with TDE.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't fulfill it. Well, he told people it'd be his last album. This wasn't a fulfillment or something where you owe us this, and that, and then you can sign off, something like that. Your family, and this is how we're gonna handle you leaving. Like that's how it should be.
Yeah.
And I don't know the whole details, but if that's how it went with Offset, that's how it should go.
Yeah.
But it should really go with them reconciling. This should not be happening. I don't know what's going on with QC, but between the three of them, this should not be happening with cousins and things of that nature.
But yeah, we can move on. Staying in singles, another song that released on YouTube. Everybody was just dropping shit on YouTube this week. Fivio Foreign, London Freestyle, dropped on YouTube. We heard that as well. How'd you feel about that one?
It was good. I mean, of course, it's Fivio being Fivio.
Yeah.
We're on a drill beat.
Yeah.
But this sounded good.
Yeah. It was a throwaway, but I liked it.
No, I liked it. Like, I don't have anything bad to say about it at all. I really actually wouldn't have called it a throwaway. It is a throwaway, but it doesn't sound like one to me.
No. I wasn't saying like it sounded like one. Just it's a throwaway. But it was cool. But yeah.
Yeah, check that out. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, when shit get dropped on YouTube, a lot of times like I hardly go back to it. That's why I wanted to make like emphasis on the Kodak. Like that's one that I really want to put and like download. But sometimes
I have to get that one on my actual DSP.
But yeah, sometimes when artists like they just drop them loosies on YouTube, like I listen to it once, I'm like, okay, it's cool. So this is one of those for me, but a lot to take away from it.
A lot of the loosies that go to YouTube, I don't listen to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But this
even
one
once is what
cool.
I mean.
This one was cool though.
Okay. Cordae dropped 2 singles. These were on all DSPs. I actually didn't get the name of those. That was stupid. He's got one out that was called Unacceptable, and the other one was called So With That.
Yeah, we played these. This is my first time hearing it because it actually dropped last week
on the 11th. Yeah,
11th. Yeah. So these I didn't even know these dropped.
Yeah, I didn't until I actually was scrolling through reels on Instagram, and I heard somebody doing a reel with that as the audio. So With That. And I was like, man, what the hell is this? This can't be from the last album because I heard the last album and it was So With That. And that's my favorite one from this 2-pack. Probably yours too. He got super lyrical on that one.
Soulful.
You can't count this kid out. I can't even call him a kid because we're like the same age.
Right. From that industry standpoint, though, he's a kid to everybody else,
But Cordae is the fucking truth, man. He's got basically a 2-pack out. I already gave you the names. Fire. Both tracks are fire. The first one's more of sing-songy. Of course, there's rap in it, but there's hook, melody type shit going on with it. The second one, So With That, it's just straight soulful bars.
Yeah, I loved it, man. I loved it. Definitely check that out.
Any thoughts on it?
No, because like I had only heard it that one time. Like I said, I'm shocked. I didn't even know this shit came out. I usually up to date with Cordae, but no, I loved it, bro. I don't have nothing bad to say about the tracks. I think he's just one of those artists that's just gonna take more time, more years in the game before everybody really catches on to understand like, oh, this nigga can really, really rhyme. But outside of that, I don't have nothing really bad to say about it.
Does he make it?
Yes, man. It's just gonna take time, bro. Like he just coming up in an era that's not for him.
I know. I just don't want him to get older.
I know. But I think another 2-3 years, another 2 solid albums, bro. Like it's gonna be hard for niggas not to respect Cordae, cause the game, the higher ups, the biggest, the OGs, he already got that respect. He just waiting on us, the fans.
I just hate to feel like we're moving towards an era that doesn't give a fuck about those higher ups.
Yes, but
or their respect or who they respect.
Yes, but Cordae just hasn't resonated with the music. He just ain't touched the people all the way yet. We've said this before. He's never had a hit song. Once he gets a hit song, bro, a radio hit in today's days. I'm not even saying like just on the radio. I'm just saying like the claim that a song can do like that. He needs that.
There was a track that he tried to do the Jay-Z Girls one with like the all around the world type of thing.
Yeah.
I think that was his version of trying to get a hit to stick. That wasn't the one that he was gonna need.
Yeah, he tried with Wayne too. That one, it was called like Pressure or some shit on the last album. I'm gonna have to find
He got some tracks with Young Thug.
Yeah, he had a song with Q-Tip. So like that's what I'm saying, bro. Like it's there, but
no, I meant as some tracks he was actually using to market towards like a hit. But
Sinister is the one with Wayne. Off
okay,
the last album.
okay,
So,
yeah,
so
one of those. That was one of those because that was a single, I think. Yeah, it's just something a little more he's gonna need.
Yeah.
And hate to say it, he's not gonna get it without the label backing. He has his own label now, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Can you just check that last one? I'm pretty sure the last one was under his own, but it might be under someone else.
It just says Atlantic.
Okay, cool. We all right.
Yeah, he'd be all right, bro.
Good.
Just some more time.
Good hands. So we can go ahead and move on. I think we're actually in the news now.
No, we had a couple more songs.
Okay, no, yeah, you're right. We actually I went down there on my own. Hit Boy dropped a song called Fireproof.
Yeah, this was, I told y'all on Thursday, because we had talked about him doing the Madden soundtrack. I say he was actually going to drop a song on Friday, and this was a song. It's a quick, like 2-minute short song. He switches up the beat maybe like halfway through. It starts out slow, and then he goes into like a more upbeat, showing off his rapping skills. But this is a solid song. I'm guessing Hit Boy's probably working towards a solo project. So it's probably just like the leading song. But it sounded real good, man. I liked it. I definitely enjoyed this track.
Okay, so is Hit Boy working on a collab track, a collab album or a solo album? Because at first we thought it was going to be like, we heard the game shit, then we heard the Dom shit, and we were like, oh yeah, he might be working on like something for a group, but then some of the game shit started to become games music. But that Dom song, is it going to be on a solo Hit Boy album?
You know, it just, Hit Boy has so many different connections. It's so hard to say because him and Dom have their $500,000 group. So we can always say like, yes, this is probably solo, but it can always go on another collab that they do. The Game, like you said, I know he produced, like, executive produced his last album, but I'm sure they had other songs that didn't make the album. So I just never know with Hit Boy, bro. He's always working. But I think he's probably gonna drop a solo project soon. That's just the feeling that I get from that song Course with Dom, and then with this. But we'll see, bro. Like I said, that nigga, he's so unpredictable, bro. I never know what he's doing until he drops it.
I mean, I guess this would be the time for him to drop a solo track, a solo album. If there hasn't been a better time in the world for Hit Boy
Facts.
to be under the lamp of everybody watching him, this is his best time to drop a solo project.
Yeah, I think the last one did Chauncey Hollis projects. I think that came out 2020. So I think he ain't even dropped a solo in 2 years. So yeah, it's time. It's time for it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there were eyes on him back then like there are now.
Nah,
so
not at all.
So yeah, I'll be looking forward to whether whatever it is that he decides to drop. You want to move on?
Yeah, we can.
42 Dugg dropped a track called I Don't Give a Fuck.
And I didn't give a fuck about this song.
Yeah, I love 42 Dugg. It's not for me. Sorry.
Nah, yeah, this one was just, we know his situation. He's still, incarcerated, so they're just dropping music, the label. It's one of them songs they probably could have kept. But, they got to get music out. I get it. His name got to stay, relevant, things like that. But yeah.
And he's got a fan base, so some people are going to listen to it. People want to hear it. So.
Right. It was at the top of the Apple Music charts, of course, like it always going to be. Not a lot of people drop music, but still, it's Dugg. Anytime he drops, his name is going to be at the top. So I'm sure they just put it out for that. But yeah, I just wasn't a fan of this one too much. But I may listen to it again just to really see how I feel about it.
Okay. I think that does wrap it up for the singles, though. Or did we have more?
No, that was it.
Okay. All right. We can move on to the news. Cari, you definitely wanted to talk this first. I want to talk about this too. Diddy took time to get on socials over the past week, and he stated that R&B is dead as we know it, man. Yes, bro. Do you agree? Absolutely not. I don't agree with Diddy. I feel like I'm Squidward on this podcast. Like I'm just crushing everybody's fucking dream.
You are, bro.
Well, I mean this pod. But I don't give a fuck. We can get into the entire is R&B dead, this and that, and I do want to get into that so we can just clear certain things up. But Diddy doesn't even think this shit. Diddy is on a promo run for his fucking album, and Diddy is saying things that are gonna go viral.
Agreed. I agree because nigga, you just put out an R&B song with Bryson Tiller.
With Bryson Tiller, who would be a part of what you call killing R&B.
Right, the game that you said is dead. But no, bro, even myself, I definitely don't think that R&B is dead. I think we're actually getting
some of the best R&B we've had in a long time.
Bro, yes, but it's not getting recognized. Like people like Lucky Day, Division, fucking who just dropped? What's his name?
Snow Allegra.
I'm thinking Giveon just dropped. Like it's real R&B out, man. Like what you talking about?
Who am I missing?
Male, female.
Female, and I kind of like talked about how crazy I was for her.
That just dropped this year.
No, it was within the last year.
Sorry, brother. I wish I could help.
Cleo Soul, holy shit!
Cleo.
Yeah, can't miss that.
Yeah, man.
But and that's we weren't even naming the big ones.
I was gonna say we stayed away from the big ones on purpose because we can name SZA, we can name Summer, we can name Jasmine, we can name Ari,
we can name Sid, we can name Duckworth, we can name. You already said. Did you say Lucky Day?
Yep, I said Lucky Day first,
sir.
Like.
When we start naming all of the, and I wasn't calling you sir, I was talking about Sir, the R&B singer. When we start naming all of these greats in R&B, it's hard to agree with what Diddy's saying. Now, I believe R&B is a lot different. When he was in his prime of R&B, we were in the age of love songs. We're not in the age of love songs anymore. We're in the age of heartbreak songs. So there's no more of the I love you baby making songs. It's the angry sex songs now. Like, so yeah, the dynamic of the genre has definitely changed, but you're getting a new version and a great version of R&B.
Absolutely, man. And I agree. Like these days, a lot of people say the music is more toxic and that's what more people go to. But a lot of artists that we named are still on that original rhythm and blues sound. The love making, like we said, Lucky Day. Man, Neo dropped the album this year. Tank just dropped an album on Friday as well. Like the R&B is still here.
I'm just gonna name some people because we were just going off top of our head, and of course we missed some people. I've been talking about Dijon, Tiana Taylor, Jeremiah, Tory Lanez. I've been talking about they. Let's go through Blue, Chris Brown, Kehlani, SZA, Ella Mai. We got Leela James, Tim's, 7th Streeter. My apologies. Let's see. We got, of course, I said the internet, which holds Sid, Division, Mahalia. I'm just naming names after names after names. We got Tiller, Jasmine Sullivan. Like, what?
We could go the whole pod, bro. Like R&B is not dead, man. I just don't agree with that. Sorry. Yeah, we mentioned Ari. But yeah, I don't agree, man. I just think, like you said, we're in a new state of R&B, a new sound of R&B. But R&B music is alive and well. It has been for the last few years.
150%.
So,
did you hear that shit Bruno and Anderson .Paak just put out?
Like, what the fuck? That was rhythm and blues at its core.
Like, it was damn near just soul. Nigga.
Like, nigga, what?
Like, what are we talking about?
Niggas won like 6 Grammys off that shit. What you mean?
Just 2 years ago, we had a full-on argument over who the king of R&B was.
Right.
The fuck are we talking about?
Facts. He's on a promo run, like you said.
I want to get into Chris Brown. He responded to him. He said, "When's the last time you heard a slow song on the radio? Niggas saying R&B is dead. Respectfully, shut up. People nowadays want fast food instead of a real meal. Don't blame the real singers out here because what channels do. People have to see music videos. BET damn sure don't. Neither does MTV. And then the industry be forcing shit on people when the real music lovers know that shit is garbage."
So that just kind of leads to my point earlier.
He couldn't have said that better.
My point earlier, yeah, like it's not being pushed the same, bro. It's not being pushed. Like R&B is, they're trying to make it like a lost art, and it's really not.
And there's really so many R&B artists out here doing it. It's like R&B is like a shadow band genre.
Right, bro. Which is crazy because it's producing some of the best talent. Some of the best artists are definitely in the R&B category.
And I hate to say this, We've seen this happen with Nicki Minaj, things like that, when she didn't know who Don Q was way back when. The same way when you see a brand new album coming out and Diddy grabbed a Bryson Tiller song that was 3 years old. Diddy is so high up, he don't have his ear to the motherfucking street. I love Diddy. Mm-hmm. His ear is not to the fucking street. So, like, you can't say it's dead because your ear is way up there. It's not down to the niggas on the ground level that's really doing that shit. Streets, like, I'm sorry. Yeah. There's plenty of people smoking this R&B game.
Yeah, I just thought of another one. Blast, even though he's still like a rapper, I think that nigga's an R&B artist.
Yeah, there's people like that that are just straight killing it.
Yeah, bro.
So nah, and I get he's saying this, like I said, album on the way. Mm-hmm. He's got his own Love Records, which is supposed to be specifically R&B, that he's using this energy to try to revamp the name of R&B with his label. Like, I get it. I get it.
Duh. I get it.
Market your business. Do what you need to do.
He been dancing. I've been seeing him everybody's reels, TikTok. He dancing to the song.
Absolutely. Hitmaker. He told you shut that shit up.
Yeah, bro. And that's somebody who has their ear to the street, so they know.
Now, yes. Now, that is what I will say.
Like, what?
Hitmaker, when it comes to Young Berg and going crazy on a damn R&B beat, it doesn't matter if he gathers all rappers for it. He's going to curate an R&B vibe, and he's been doing it the best of the best of the best for the last 15 years. Yep. If anybody knows whether the state of R&B is alive right now, it's Young Berg, aka Hitmaker. Mm-hmm. It's alive and well. He told him Diddy done lost his damn mind talking about R&B's dead. It's so much good R&B out. If you can't notice, you got to be out of touch.
Yeah, just like stop trolling. Like we said.
The two last things he just said were exactly. He wrapped that up in a short tweet. Yep. Out of touch. And you're trolling for your new album.
Yep. All in one. Stop it, Diddy.
We really could have just read his tweet and moved on.
I was going to say it been out the conversation, but nah, Diddy, stop it, bro. We understand. we know the music that you probably have coming is great. I get it. You want to be on top. You want to bad boy this shit again with Love Records. I get it. But don't do this.
Like,
don't do this, bro.
This is another instance we just talked about. Or I talked to you about in pre-production. Nas did this in like 02, 03, whenever it was Stillmatic or Rap is Dead. Hip Hop is Dead album.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Hip hop was alive and well then.
Bro, that was like the peak of hip hop at that point.
He had niggas all on his back. Niggas was on the train. All the old niggas from rap were like, you're damn right, hip hop's dead. The new niggas were fighting for the resurgence of hip hop. We're not gonna go through this all over again. Diddy looked at the Nas blueprint of hip hop was dead and was like, oh, I can run an album out like this?
But look, Diddy, social media wasn't out at that time.
Stop that shit, Diddy.
Niggas will drill your ass, bro. Like, niggas not playing.
Why you keep doing that, Cordae?
Come on, man. My fault.
Why you keep doing that, man?
My fault, man.
Bro. Hey, dog.
My fault.
What the hell?
Yeah, that one was bad.
Niggas will drill your ass?
That was bad.
Oh, my gosh, Cordae. Why you keep doing that, bro?
I'm trying, bro. I don't even know.
Oh, my God. Pause.
Yeah. I'm really not like this all the time, guys.
No, you're not. Why do you do this on mic?
I don't know, bro. I've been slipping.
It's like he waits till he gets on wax to fumble his words.
Yeah, bro. I'm tripping.
We need an etiquette class for this guy.
I'm tripping, bro. But nah, niggas are really like, for real. During the social media era, you can't get this shit off that niggas was getting off back then in the early 2000s. Like, it's not going to work.
Absolutely not.
It's not going to work. But like we said, we get it. The album promo, he even was posted up with JD recently. That's another thing that Diddy is just keeping his name out there.
Well, JD actually responded to and said the R&B is not dead.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, Diddy is keeping his name out there. Remember, he did the Carisha shit.
That album's on the way.
Gave her show.
That Diddy, I mean, of course, the label, of course, is vamping up. Mm-hmm. But that Diddy album already it got pushed back due to the pandemic. That was supposed to come out last year.
Yeah.
That Diddy album is on the way for sure this year. Mm-hmm. You might get that somewhere between this month and like before October's up, you're gonna get that Diddy album. I say,
maybe.
I don't doubt it. But yeah, he did the Carisha Please thing. He's still all in the light with Carisha.
Yeah. So him and JD was posted up. That's what I wanted to bring up. You had mentioned. So they were talking about. So we told y'all last episode about Triller and Versus. Them being sued. So JD and Diddy hopped on Instagram Live and they were having a conversation about that, right? And they said whatever they wanted to say about that. But inside of that conversation, you know, of course, the conversation gets brought up about a versus between Diddy and JD.
Right.
Possible versus down the road. So Diddy was like, you know, this is not going to be no real battle. This is just some hit for hit shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all the like pin us against each other. Let's just go hit for hit. So I want to ask you, in a hit for hit versus battle, JD versus Diddy, who you rolling with?
Diddy.
Ooh.
I think I like JD's catalog more.
I don't know.
I think I might like JD's catalog more. But I think when it comes to hits, R&B hits, hip hop hits, when it comes to hip hop hits, JD don't got enough for him. You don't got enough Crisscross, Da Brat, and Bow Wow to whoop Diddy's ass.
Nah, yeah, you sleep. Who we? Jagged Edge. Jagged Edge was so deaf, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so. And for that we got. I mean, I love Jagged Edge. It's my favorite '90s group. But for that we got 112.
I'm going JD.
And then we got Mary. Yeah. And then we got Jodeci. And then we got Craig Mack. And then we got Biggie. And then we got Kim. And then we got himself. Then we got Danny Kane. Then we got Diddy Dirty Money. Then we got like a lot of the tracks from French Montana that he gets to play. And I'm not even naming all of the old school music that he's touched.
JD got hits though, bro. He got hella hits that may not be like only from his label. That's what I'm saying. Like, no, you're right. Like, Diddy has a lot of like bad boy homegrown shit that he did himself. JD was touching everybody's shit. So that's why I think in a hit for hit battle, I think JD might give Diddy a run for his money. But like you said, bro, it's definitely that would be that head to head battle. Come on now.
Yeah, it's one of those.
That's talent all across the board.
There was one more that we listened to, just because we've been seeing podcast interviews going back and forth, swinging all over the place. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I called mine. DJ Drama and DJ Khaled. Mm-hmm. They've been on Drink Champs. You've seen them running through Roy and Maul, things like that. And they've both entertained who could fuck with them in a versus. Both of them said nobody, but they've both been questioned about each other in versus. Who wins that versus?
DJ Drama.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't high on something, or my weed hadn't been laced.
But Khaled is gonna battle for sure.
Oh, Khaled ain't going out like no bitch. He got 20 battle for your head top.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna battle. But if I'm thinking like
all the way back,
yeah, I'm thinking classic Gangsta Grills. Like, there's no comparison.
Yeah, like I don't think
he could play Lil Wayne for 20 songs and kill it.
He could just let off a clip and murder you. Like, I don't think there's any producer really. Now, of course, you have some of the greats of the greats that there's different types of music that Dre and fucking Babyface and Kanye can go in different types of bags. But when we're talking about, like, say, Drama were to battle the DJ Khaled, the DJ Mustard, the Hit Boy, those guys, he would slaughter any straight hip hop DJ there is. Slaughter your daughter.
Yeah, I'm definitely going DJ Drama though. He been talking his shit lately, bro. I love it. DJ Drama been outside.
He been popping that shit,
boy. Ever since he got that Grammy, bro, he been on his shit.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love it though, cause before that he wasn't really like popping out talking much like that. I think DJ Drama then, like, nigga, y'all can't fuck with me. I got a Grammy now. You know what I'm saying?
You think so?
Yeah, bro, like in a good way though, not on some just like arrogant shit. I just think he like, man, niggas, it's about time I demand my respect. I know niggas respect me for the Gangsta Grill shit, but like, nah,
I need to see that shit he did with Roy Mal because he was popping.
I gotta watch the whole.
He was popping his shit for real. And after everything that he's done, how every rapper that comes into the game, they scratch, claw, bite, pull for a DJ Drama Gangsta Grillz mixtape.
Still to this day, that's what I'm saying.
To this day, like, and of course, I'm not getting into how good, how great, how bad, how whatever. You understand why J. Cole and Dreamville. You need that in your career. Like, you don't need it, of course, but like if you have that opportunity to where DJ Drama reaches his hand out, you slapping that nigga's hand and holding that bitch like, yeah, we're doing the fucking tape.
It's like a dream for a rapper, bro.
Any rapper. Yeah.
Still in today's climate, I know it may not seem like it, but that's still a dream for niggas.
Was his Grammy that he got, was that for Tyler's album?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I was just making sure because I was like, yeah, and he just got some shit for Tyler's album.
Yep.
And that was, Tyler talked about how it was a dream come true for that. I remember the it was named after a certain mountain, Stone Mountain, Childish Gambino. That was when we were in high school. We was geeked as fuck about that one. Everybody that gets one from Drama, like it's like the end of the fucking world for them.
Yeah, bro.
Shout out.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking Drama though.
Fucking white chocolate macadamia cook ass nigga. Yo, I had no idea this nigga was white until like 2014. I was like, why is he saying nigga like this? Shout out DJ Drama, man. I do want to see that interview though, because he talks about the split between Drake and Meek Mill and how they came back together and somehow he blamed him. Like they blamed him at the end. So I want to see that. Shout out DJ Drama. Shout out Roy Mal, them niggas. They be podding over there. We pod better. Love them though. You want to move on? Mm-hmm. Let's do it. Kid Cudi. We skipped him last week. There were some interviews. It was a written interview that he did with, was it Rolling Stone or?
No, it was a different, maybe like Variety or somebody. I'll try to pull it up for you.
But he had some words to say about Kanye West. He basically said that he has no time for bad energy in his life, and that's what Kanye is.
Yeah.
I don't have the actual quote. I'm going to that right now.
Yeah, I got you. It's it was an interview with Esquire, posted on Wednesday, August 17th. He said, "I'm at a place in my life where I have zero tolerance for wrong energies." He said of his back and forth with Kanye. "I've watched so many people throughout the years that are close to him be burned by him doing some fucked up shit, and when they turn around and forgive him, there's no repercussions. You're back cool with this man. He does it over and over. I'm not one of your kids. I'm not Kim. It doesn't matter if I'm friends with Pete Davidson or not friends with Pete. None of this shit had anything to do with me. If you can't be a grown man and deal with the fact that you lost your woman, that's not my fucking problem. You need to own up to your shit like every man in his life has. I've lost women too, and I've had to own up to it. I don't need that in my life. I don't need it."
And I'm just follow you up with just one more thing that he said. He said, "Do you know how it feels to wake up one day, look at your social media, and you're trending because someone's talking shit about you? That shit pissed me off. That he had the power to fuck with me that week. That he used his power to fuck with me. You fucking with my mental now, bro. That's my mental health, bro."
And this is something that I've said from the jump, even before this interview. I said, bro, we know how Cudi has a gentle mental, like Ye likes to say. So from the jump, I was like, bro, why is he fucking with Cudi? Cudi shouldn't even been like in the middle of this. I understood the friendship shit, but like, I hate that he got involved. And then you know what Kanye's influenced his fans and shit. We know they threw bottles at him at fucking Rolling Loud. Like,
that was Kanye sparked.
I was just like, bro, come on now. So I'm not upset with anything that Cudi says because I agree. I'm like, bro, I wasn't even supposed to be in this from the jump. Mm-hmm. You know, so it sucks, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, I agree. I only agree because in any instance I can say I'm all for it. Just block that person. Just block that person.
Yeah. But
Kanye West has the influence of the world. So anything that he says, he has 100 million fucking minions that are just gonna move on that and say or move the exact same way that he moves. And if it's fuck Kid Cudi, it's gonna be fuck Kid Cudi all over social media. And of course, you could put your phone down. But yes, I see how that would fuck up Kid Cudi's week.
Yeah, you feel it, bro.
I see how it fuck up anybody's week.
Yeah, you feel it. So even if you're not on social media, like you said, somebody like Kanye has the power to influence those relationships in the industry. So it's annoying, you know. So
if Kanye said fuck this podcast today and for the next 2 weeks we had to hear a fucking smear of hate from, of course we would gain a lot of traction. So I would love it.
Facts.
I would love this.
Please say fuck this podcast.
Kid Cudi doesn't need anymore. Right. Yeah. Oh my God, Kanye, please say fuck this podcast, man. Oh my God, we'll go crazy.
Facts.
But I'd rather you like it. But I can see why that would fuck someone's day up, and someone that's already famous, like I said, and doesn't need any more recognition, doesn't need his phone being blown up, doesn't need to be fucked with this week, any clout, doesn't need to go back and forth with you right now, Kanye, over anything, because I'm in a great space. Yeah,
I'm not mad at him. I get it. Now, within this interview, he did post some crazy ass pictures, man. They had some credit. He was naked in the fucking pictures. I was like, come on, Cudi.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like,
you with your dick in the sock.
Bro, he put his dick in a sock, bro. A Dior sock or something. I was like, come on, Cudi. I get it, bro, but like,
I don't get it. I've heard about some of you sick fucks. That was never really my thing.
Hollywood's a sick place.
Oh no, I meant like putting my dick in the sock. That was like one of those things like.
Bro, I've never done that.
Now, like, is that like a white guy thing?
Nah, bro. I think that was just like a generation before us thing.
Okay, because I don't know how you niggas masturbated in a sock. That sounds painful.
Yeah, bro. That shit never has sounded like the way.
I can't see what's going with what when I come out. Is there gonna be lint in my dick hole? How is this going? Do I pour lotion in the sock?
Maybe.
That is fucking gross.
I don't know, bro. I've never done that shit.
That is absolutely gross.
Never done that shit. So, but yeah, I think that's a generation before us. That's some shit that like they did back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Because, bro, like,
but they had hands back then too.
I don't know, fam.
I didn't skip my hand and go to like a pocket pussy.
No, I think it was more for like, where is the nut gonna go? That's just an easy place where you can catch it. I'm thinking that's what the sock was for, but I don't know. I real life don't know why you would use a sock. Like, I've never, bro, in my life, I'm like, bro, a sock don't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
I swear.
It sounds uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And hard to maneuver.
Yeah. Itchy.
Yeah, like, and I get you guys might want to beef up like whatever your whatever is. Nobody's dick is as big as a sock hole. So like, how are you guys handling this? Are you like grabbing the top of it so we're like making it like tight as a vagina?
I don't know, bro. And then when you go to do your laundry, your socks stuck together. Like, that's just disgusting.
Yeah, now you got nut feet.
All right.
Like, whether you wash it or not, like, do you ever think about that? Like, sometimes, like, damn, like, I did the laundry, but like, I'm showering now with like
this towel that I just used.
Yeah, like,
let me think about this all the time.
Oh man, like, oh man,
oh man. Facts, bro. Nah, that's hilarious. But shout out to Cudi once again, bro. The interview, like we said, was with Esquire magazine.
Yeah, if you want to look that more up, check that out.
It was a good read for sure.
All right, now I don't want to take everybody down, but we're gonna have to take it down for just a second. Over the weekend, we had gotten word that Quando Rondo had been involved in a shooting, to which it still seems unclear whether or not he was hit. I know he's good. He's in stable condition and is just fine no matter whether he was hit or not. I'm not sure.
So I think, and when it first came out, of course they say he got hit, but I don't think he really got hit.
Okay, yeah, because
there was a video.
There's a video of him running around, and of course, if you got hit, you can still be running around off adrenaline, things like that. But
he just didn't look like he was injured, bro.
No. Yeah. But who was injured? He was with a friend of his. I'm not sure how close to the friendship. It seemed incredibly close. Mm-hmm. And we found out that person was shot, and they didn't make it. They passed away, unfortunately. And you could see that all over Quando. Yeah,
definitely looked like their relationship was super close. Maybe his best friend, and
he cried out.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was broad daylight, bro, at a gas station in California. Is that where they were?
Yeah, and I think it was said that those people were meant for Quando. That shooting was meant for Quando.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, it's not much really to say. You know, of course, want to send my condolences for that loss.
Prayers up, rest up.
But the streets are not safe, man. Like, especially for somebody like him and everything. You know, all the beef shit. Like, niggas got to move around more carefully, man. Niggas have targets on their backs, bro. It's crazy how these.
Yes, years go by, but there's still areas in which streets need a body for things.
Yeah, bro.
And that sucks to say that after this. Sometimes the streets need a body and they have to have it.
And they're not going to stop.
Yeah, they're not going to stop until they have it.
That's where we are.
It sucks because that situation should have never happened. He wasn't the gunman in that situation. He was with the gunman in that situation. It stopped all that man's money. He can't tour. He can't do shows. You know, so a life changed.
Yeah, man.
And you know, just doesn't seem to get easier. You know, prayers up, rest up. You know, it was a terrible situation from the very beginning, but the streets play out like that.
Yep.
That's just how it tends to go. We can stay in the streets. I know y'all have probably been waiting to hear that YSL update. Dugg and Gunna have not been released. I don't think Gunna had a bond hearing.
It was just Thug.
Yeah, it was just Thug. Now, we did see both of them in court, but of course, since this is a together court proceeding, you're going to see them together in court. Of course, not physically, but you're going to see them together in court. Yeah. We got that before we go into the details. We got to hear Gunna and Thug actually speak to each other for the first time. Of course, they're in different facilities. It was virtual, but they actually weren't even supposed to be talking. They purposely left their mics on too long so they could get a couple of words in with each other. And it was actually sad, man. They were just checking on each other to see if each other were good. But after it, you heard like, Sergio, can you turn your mic off? Or Jeffrey, please no more talking, blah, 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 things like that, because they weren't supposed to be talking to each other. But these were court proceedings leading up to the trial that's set for January 2023. And this was Young Thug's last bond hearing, and in which he was denied.
Yeah, of course. You knew they were going to deny him, but yeah, they're going to sit till next year. Obviously, we could have known that from the jump.
I've actually heard that they fuck around and approve Gunna's.
Gunna, y'all been hearing that too. That Gunna might get out, but Thug, let's just say Thug. We knew Thug wasn't.
Of course.
They're not giving bond to Thug, man.
This is apparently or allegedly Thug's organization,
right?
So that's what they're trying to say.
Yeah.
So of course, he would be the one, unless he were to be ratting, which he's not ratting. You're not gonna see a Gunna. I'm sorry, you're not gonna see a Thug release right now. But the interesting thing, we weren't looking for Young Thug to be getting out right now. We pretty much knew he would sit until the trial began. The interesting thing is, we talk a lot because the same way back in the early 2000s, or I'll say 2005 through 10. You didn't really want to get your news from Perez Hilton. But if Perez Hilton fucking said it, that shit happened. To today's times where you don't really want to have to get your news from academics, but he's so tied into the rap game a lot of times that once he's let it fly out of his mouth, it's because he's confirmed it. He's gotten to the level of professionality that he's not letting rumors fly out his page, fly out of his mouth. The confirmed facts flow from his mouth these days. And he stated word for word that there were at least half a dozen YSL, or I'll let you get into the funny names. YSL members have agreed to cooperate.
Yeah.
Even one that's agreed to testify.
Bro, like, we kind of knew something like this could happen.
We knew somebody was going to end up opening that mouth.
It's too many people involved.
You indict 22 niggas.
Like, somebody gonna
open that mouth now, unless you got one of the most solid gangs.
And it's never as solid as you think it is.
None of your niggas are that solid.
Never.
If you got 22 niggas, I want you to know right now. You can look at all of them and they'll say they're solid.
Right.
All 22 of them niggas ain't doing the bid forever for you, or they're not doing the 10 to 20 to 30. They're not doing that shit for you. They'll do the 3-month bid.
Yeah, facts. But no, like you said, definitely been following up on this reporting. But he said that it's no longer YSL, it's YSTL. Niggas is telling on everybody. So it's unfortunate, man. We're gonna see. It's a lot of shit that's about to start trickling down. So we had a conversation in pre-production as far as to why this is the case now. So let's go more deep and just give a different perspective. When you take out the top 2 dogs, you got to look at this as like a fucking pyramid almost.
Yeah, even though this is not a gang mafia situation, free YSL, those just rappers trying to get their money.
Right.
Think of it like a hierarchy system.
Right.
I'll let you go on.
So you have Dugg and Gunna at the top, right? And then you have everybody else just at the bottom.
Trickle down.
What I'm saying, right? In whatever positions. So when you take out the top 2, the money makers, when it starts to trickle down, there's no more money, guys. The money is slowing up. So when you have 16 to 20 people, whatever it is, that's indicted, and they don't have the funding to get the $1 million lawyer like Thug and Gunna have.
No, they have a public defender that's in the interrogation room telling them, hey, you're probably not going to go home.
You probably would never see your family again.
That window that you're looking at that shows you that Popeye's chicken across the street that you see a few people walk in and out of every day, that's your getaway from the world, from this prison system. That's all you're going to see from the outside world until you die. That 4-year-old that you just had, she's not going to remember you.
So when you have these conversations, when this is happening, when you have those people who are not at that level,
and there's another 2 niggas at the top that you're hearing
may get out on some shit.
Yeah, as long as blah 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 happens, right. As long as this stays solid, you walk. As long as they take that bait down there, as long as they take that rap down there, they stay, you walk.
Yeah, bro, it's all a scare tactic that they do in the court system. And it's just people bite the bait every time, bro. Like it's hard to say anything else. That's what they're doing. Like, I'm sure they have evidence, don't get me wrong, but they're baiting.
It's a crippling thing. All right, so basically, consider the hierarchy system again, and just going into it a little more. Those 2 niggas make and distribute all the money. Even if there's little niggas under, or there's your other artists under YSL that are making money, all of that money goes to Thug and Gunna that is generated to the bottom. And when your owner of your company is not there, the money slows down. The production can't even go. You can't even go get the studio time. It's not being paid for. You can't even get paid because the people that's paying you ain't getting paid.
Yeah, man.
And people start to, of course, those are your niggas. Your brothers, your sisters. You're down with them forever.
It's family, but niggas get hungry.
You have to say, right?
That's what you think. Niggas get hungry.
And it looks a little different when there's a $5-6 million lawyer, and this other guy right here, his mama just put up a house, so you could get one. Niggas go to telling. My mama just put up a house, dog.
Yeah, man.
like my mama just cleared out her life insurance savings.
Yeah, man.
Like that's all gone. Like it's certain shit like that when other niggas is sitting in jail, and that nigga's still eating steak.
Facts.
The fuck.
Do you want to go to jail or do you want to go home?
And they say shit like that.
Yep.
And a lot of niggas want to go home.
Yeah, that's why I say they using tactics. And
everybody wants to go home.
If you ain't been prone to that shit, if you ain't never been in one of those rooms and they say, hey, I have the evidence right here that you committed XYZ.
They don't even have that evidence, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but you don't know that. You don't know that. You think they got it like they say, but they really just may be scaring your ass, and then you get to telling and screaming and hollering and shit.
Nigga, they get your ass a 4-piece strip from Popeyes, that Popeyes I was just telling you about across the street that you've been looking at. Yeah. They brought that shit in with a half lemonade, half iced tea, some barbecue sauce.
Arnold Palmer.
Oh my god, they brought your ass 2 Arnold Palmers, red beans and rice. Fuck, brought you the Cajun fries.
Facts, bro. You just got the singing in that bitch.
Now you sitting there talking about Jeffrey. They ain't even asked about that nigga, man.
Yeah, his real name is Jeffrey.
Sergio. He's Gunna. Now, Sergio's Gunna. Now that you guys are connected the dots, we got street names. All right.
Facts.
Now let me tell you about the drugs.
Yeah, bro.
Shout out.
Shit,
Oh, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say that shit just an unfortunate situation though, bro.
I was gonna say shout out Lil J. I've been seeing so many comments about the Italian beef and sausage.
Yeah, bro.
This is not a funny situation for YSL, and I'm not laughing at the YSL situation. Freedom niggas. Young successful life.
Young servants of the Lord, bro. I'm not gonna keep saying it, bro. Like,
I'm a black man.
come on, y'all. These are young servants of the Lord, man. Freedom guys, though.
Speaking of freedom guys, I was a fan of Cass before all of the shit happened. He's got tracks that I actually really love. Casanova 2 times out of New York. He's been sentenced to 20 years for RICO charges as well. We know he got picked up about a year and a half ago for those charges.
Yeah, he turned himself in.
Yeah, he had just got out in I think 2015 or 16. He said he was going to change that life around. That's when he actually started to turn into a superstar off of rap. Yeah. But I think they actually named him like the kingpin of the Gorilla Stone mob or Gorilla Stone Blood, something like that.
Yup. And then remember he had some other like little shit that they added on there as well. He had like robbed somebody or stole a car or some shit he was doing.
And then he had started to get, within the last couple of years, there was some jail activity. I think they tacked onto that.
He got back on that shit, unfortunately.
I mean, of course, when you get back in that mode, you might have to behave that way just to, you know, do what you gotta do.
When you get in, it'd be hard to get out. I mean, everybody know that. That's the game, you know? So that's why like, rappers will tell you, like, when you get out, bro, you gotta stay out. But sometimes, like you said, like, in his situation, him just getting out of jail, he probably didn't know no other way, bro, you know? So it's unfortunate.
And, like, man, I hate sounding like I'm giving excuses and cop-outs to niggas from the street or anything like that. It's just really hard when you have 40 or 50 friends and they're all on that shit.
Yeah.
So when you get back out, it's like you have nobody to go to, and if you do go to your friends, they all on that shit.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, it could be just the environment. You could be a product of your own environment, bro.
95% of the time it is.
Yeah.
And you end up in that place, wrong time.
Yeah.
And you turn back that way.
Yep.
You know, we've seen it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, shout out Cass, man. That's a crazy sentence. We knew it was RICO charges, but I actually never thought I'd see the sentence get handed down to him like that. But
yeah, 20 years is fucking sick, bro.
And they handing those types of charges down for RICOs.
Yeah.
And we know who we got sitting on there right now. And all I'm gonna say is
somebody doing some time.
That's one thing that I was gonna get to, and you hit it right on the head. When we got a murder charge, something like that, yeah, sometimes you can just beat it. When it's gang organization act, everybody can't beat this. At least one person has to go. Mm-hmm. One person has to take it. Everybody can't get off. I don't care if it's 22 people. 21 can get off. One person has to take this. Yeah. And if it's just one, he got to take it all. Yep. So somebody's going to do the time for this. That's the worst part. And it's somebody that they locked. And you got more coming is what the Atlanta DA said.
Yeah, bro.
Yikes.
Rico's not nothing to play with, bro.
Are we ready to stay on the legal troubles? R fucking Kelly, man.
Okay.
And the thing about it is, over the last week, I really thought that I had gotten to the point where I might have been able to separate art from artist and get back to playing a little bit of R. Kelly. Mm-hmm. Because he has them fucking hits, and we know they're undeniable. Mm-hmm. And then the bullshit started to roll back through as it pertains to his trial proceedings. I already saw like his girlfriend or whatever it is that said she's pregnant with his baby, that she's been harvesting. They've been planning this bullshit, whatever.
Yeah.
But what really hit the news that was a big kicker that's going to lead us into what we're talking about is he's getting ready for trial. They're setting the jurors, and there was a lawyer on R. Kelly's side that motioned to have any jurors that have seen the
Surviving.
the surviving R. Kelly documentary taken off of the trial jury. I think R. Kelly is the nastiest motherfucker ever. Of course, I want him to go to jail right there, just like the next man. Even though he has made a lot of hits. Of course, I don't give a damn about the hits if you're a molester.
Right.
However, from the clerical side, from the
ethical side of
the business side of things, I do see a little bit of an issue in an unbiased trial. An unbiased jury who has seen surviving R. Kelly.
Facts. No, I definitely agree with that as well, because in any other situation, any other court case, they would definitely abide by that.
Right, and we're not saying this to root for R. Kelly. Don't think that.
Fuck no.
Yeah, fuck no. He's a molester.
Never rooting for bro.
Yeah, he's a rapist.
But what I'm saying is like, yeah, bro, court is supposed to be fair. You know what I mean? So like, if it's people on the jury that know the story of R. Kelly, they shouldn't be on the jury.
Yeah, it should be. Nobody should be privy to anything going on to this jury.
And that's all cases across the board. They do this, so that's why I don't understand like why this one was such an issue.
However, the judge denied that motion, so it does not matter if you've seen the documentary or not. You can be a member whether you're a member of the jury.
Yeah,
and I really think this is just one of those. I don't care. This is just one of those slap you in the face to R. Kelly. No, fuck you. You going this time, buddy. That's what the jury and not the jury. That's what the judge is saying to R. Kelly.
Which is fine, because I don't think once they got into the evidence anyway, I'm sure an unbiased jury would have still said, "Oh, this motherfucker's guilty."
Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying?
And we're getting into that too.
Right, but I just don't think that's fair, bro. But regardless,
not at all.
Regardless of that, like you said, the nigga is guilty.
He's 150% guilty.
Right,
we just are saying from the actual business standpoint of a fair and just trial, that of course you should not be privy to any prior information going into it. Everybody should have a clear head from the situation.
Facts.
What would fuck it up for the jury either way is, we talked about this a few years ago, that allegedly there was a video, another video of R. Kelly having sex with an underage child. And we found out that video is fucking true, and the court has it.
Yep.
And they're going to play it for the jury.
Oh, man.
The jury is going to have to, unfortunately, sit through an R. Kelly rape. A statutory, whether it's agreed, whether it's consensual, it's all rape. But they got it. He's going to jail forever, Corey.
Bro, it's R. Kelly's a fucking sick individual, bro.
He's going to jail forever.
This shit is crazy. I want to read. So this is
one of the sickest fucks.
The alleged woman. Of course, they didn't say her name, so I'm gonna just call her Jane Doe. But it says the woman that took the stand to testify against Kelly is the same teen girl that was allegedly featured in his 2008 sex tape. The woman, who is now 37 and identified as Jane Doe, took the stand to share the news that she was introduced to the singer through her aunt in the mid 1990s when she was 13 years old.
Damn shame.
Her aunt, who was also a music artist, was also connected to Kelly romantically. Jane shared at the time her aunt said she should ask R. Kelly to be her godfather, and he testified that weeks later is when he started making sexual advances at her. She shared that phone sex with the troubled singer soon turned physical. She claims that she engaged in sexual acts with Kelly hundreds of times between the ages of 15 and 18.
Hundreds?
Hundreds of times between the ages of 15 and 18. When asked why she engaged in a sexual activity with Kelly, she said it was out of intimidation.
Yo, okay, so rape.
That nigga's fucking sick, bro.
Yeah, he's sick as fuck. About as sick as it gets. The type of nigga that any parent in their right mind, he shouldn't, God forgive me, ooh, he shouldn't be alive.
Yeah, bro, like shit like that shit make, like, I feel uneasy even like talking about it sometimes, because I'm just like, that shit just weird.
The multitude of women that he did this to, young ladies, yes, children. This man shouldn't be alive. These are sick. I'm sorry, I hate to even say this. Mm-hmm. Of course, this is a sick motherfucker. These are sicker parents.
Yeah.
These just might be sicker parents that allow a fucking person to do this to their minor for monetary gain. Mm-hmm. Gross, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I don't have kids. I'll put you in the ground over my kids for that.
Yeah.
Boy or girl.
Yeah. So like we mentioned earlier, that's why I don't have nothing to side with R. Kelly, bro.
Absolutely not.
Like,
no,
fam.
put the niggas that have seen the fucking the documentary
Fam, like,
on the jury. Like I don't care whether they denied that motion or not. Put them in the ground.
Facts, bro. Because that shit is just, like I said, it make me, bro. Like I real life, like even now, like that shit just make my skin crawl, bro. Like I'm just thinking about it. Like this a 15-year-old, you know?
Man, it's just because as we get older, we're not kids anymore. Because when we were kids, we thought about it as if we were children. Like, man, I'm not letting that nigga do blah 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 to me.
Right.
But now that we're much older, we have younger children in our lives. They, of course, they're not our kids, but
nephews.
They come to your head when you think of this nigga.
Facts.
And even thinking of this nigga trying to shake your nephew or niece's hand, I will fuck you up for that, Mr. Kelly.
Robert.
You get the fuck away.
Robert, you better quit playing with me, boy.
Yeah, like some of that, man, you cannot trust your kids around everybody. And your kid does not need to be a star at all costs.
Nah, bro. It's not worth it.
Your kid can just be a kid sometimes.
Yeah. Those parents definitely should hold the same way, should be held to that same standard or responsibility that Kelly is facing as well. I was saying this from the documentary. When I was watching the documentary, I was like, bro, those parents are fucking crazy.
Yeah. And I don't believe any one of those parents that said they didn't know. Not one.
Not one.
I don't believe
they knew.
Any of y'all.
They knew exactly what they
that says you didn't know. And some of these parents were allowing their kid to go around R. Kelly before the first trial and continued after the first trial.
Yep.
After that shit, the same way if my kid was hanging with Michael Jackson before the first incident, he ain't hanging with Michael Jackson no fucking more. I don't care if Michael never did nothing. Mike, you ain't fucking hanging with Mike no more.
No more Neverland.
Fuck that. I love the shit. Thrill is one of the greatest.
The greatest.
He can't fucking hang with my kid the same way. I love 12 play, or you can't fucking hang with my kid. Sorry, Mike. I don't care how many babies you kissed when you jumped on that fucking car after they fucking called you innocent. You can't hang with my kid. I'm sorry, God rest his soul. He can't hang with my kid. You're not gonna suck my kid's dick.
Oh my God.
The fuck.
Facts, bro.
Now y'all know everything. We bleeped that those times we were talking about Michael Jackson. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, man. Wow.
But yeah, sorry.
Yeah, fuck R. Kelly.
Fuck R. Kelly.
For sure.
Great hits. You might be the gregreatest R&B singer of all time.
Yeah, great artist for sure.
Yeah, we can't take your voice or your vocal cords from you.
Say, like, what? He's a great artist for sure. Is a great artist. But as a human being, as a man, he's a fucking weirdo.
Channing and a lot of other women, and I actually don't necessarily disagree because I mean I'm not a molester or a rapist. It would never apply to me. Channing is like, don't put them in jail. Cut their dicks off and send them right back out.
Oof. Okay.
Cut their dick and balls off. You can't rape with anything anymore.
Okay.
I mean, we can say ouch, but like you're not a molester or a rapist. So I mean, like, as long as you're not, you don't have to worry about your dick ever getting cut off. Yeah. I mean, but like it seems like a swift, like pretty cool. Yeah, you'll piss through this bag the rest of your life. That's what you get for raping.
Fuck.
That's what you get for raping.
Nah, yeah, that sounds like some Black Mirror shit.
Hey. I mean, now, like, imagine if you were like one of the serial rape. They let you out of jail. Facts, you continue to rape. You get out. They put you back in. You get out. You continue to rape. No, cut his dick off. I'm sorry. That sounds crazy coming from male. No, cut his dick off.
Hey, man.
He can't rape anymore. He'll piss through his fucking bag. Like, yeah. Don't drink too much during the day. It's gonna hurt your bladder. But yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Moving out of that though. Shit. Nigga said cut his dick off. Sheesh.
I'm not a rapist, so I mean that didn't even like. I mean, I'm not saying like you are. I mean that didn't even hurt my dick saying that because like I don't rape. It would only hurt. Yeah, I'm not saying it hurt you. It's only gonna hurt people who rape. Like, if you don't rape, you'll never get your dick cut off, guys.
You never have to worry about it.
You will never have to worry about that ever in life, as long as you don't rape or molest.
Right.
You fucking weirdos. But let's move on. Like you said, we're gonna talk that Murder Inc. shit as it comes out.
Yeah.
The Murder Inc. docu-series. I almost just stopped at doc, but it's not just a documentary. The docu-series part 2. This is a 5-part documentary. It's dropping on BET every Tuesday, so the part 3 will actually be out tomorrow. We'll talk about that next Monday. But part 2 came out, and I like this even more than part 1.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. The more this story progresses, I like it even more. Now we're getting into the development of Murder Inc. We're seeing the freshman and sophomore album. You saw Veni Vidi Vici from Ja Rule. You saw Rule 336. You saw the intro of Vita. You saw the intro of Black Child. You saw the intro of the Ja Rule 50 Cent beef. And you saw the entrance of drugs into Irv Gotti's life. That's what basically episode 2 was about.
Ashanti too.
The brief intro of Ashanti. Right. Yes.
There's going to be more.
Right.
In the episodes that come, but this was her introduction.
Yes, you saw a very maybe 10 to 15 minute briefing of Ashanti's intro. Not even her signing to the label yet. Just
in the picture.
Her being around, getting her first feature, things like that.
Yeah, and Ashanti agreed not to be a part of the documentary as well, guys. So that's why, it's gonna, when we talk about Ashanti, a lot of shit's gonna be from third person.
Yeah, it's gonna sound a little one sided.
Yeah, but
let's dip into it. Yeah,
this episode was good, man. Like you said, just to see the birth of Murder Inc. as the label. So of course we got to see the backstory of Irv, episode 1, and how he got to get his relationships in the game and
Murder
all of that
group. Things like that.
But the birth of the label and the chances that were taken to push Ja Rule to get them out there as a label that was respected in the game, it was good to see that. But no, just to see the growth of Ja Rule was one thing that really stuck out to me, because of course, bro, we knew Ja Rule to be that nigga, and of course he was on the song "Can I Get It" with Jay-Z. But to really see like the steps that they had to take to separate from the fact that, okay, yes, I had this big ass song with Jay-Z, but what am I gonna do for myself?
Yeah, and it seemed like a bit of an uphill battle. For Ja Rule to finally get that one to hit. I mean, he got Holla Holla from his first album, but he realized, I'm gonna need more than that. And that's when they actually turned what was gonna be Murder Inc. into this damn near gangster rap-ish label, into the style being, okay, I'm a gangster, but let's vibe this with R&B sound hits. That's where Vita comes in.
Yeah.
That's where Ashanti comes in. That's where J-Lo comes in. And the birth of the Murder Inc. sound is actually kind of made within this episode.
And it's crazy to see like these niggas really influenced a whole sound in the early 2000s. Like even the labels wasn't ready for this type of sound. Everybody was just used to the street, the gutter life, the murder, the kill. And here comes Murder Inc. with a different sound that's still gangster, but I'm singing. I'm putting R&B. I have a feature from a lady that's singing on the hook. The labels just wasn't ready for that. The streets were. Irv was ready. He knew, but the labels.
Yeah, Leor wanted nothing to do with the second album. I'm sorry, it's Leor. Rule 336. I almost called it Leor 336. That's damn near what they wanted it to be. But Rule 336 sold 7 million, and Leor wanted them to trash that album before it came out because he called it the softest shit he ever heard.
This is crazy.
Rap was moving into a time that the label heads were not able to see. That was around that same time, give it a 3 to 4 year period, College Dropout. Niggas were not ready for a softer tone hitting the hip hop lane.
Right.
But like we said, I think we pretty much wrapped all the other things. This intro, the beef between Ja Rule and 50. I always knew it was long standing, that this was a real beef that got down to real bloodshed, real streets. But because I was a child when they popped, I never knew how it started.
Yeah, me neither. 50 was my favorite rapper, and I still didn't know this.
And I knew how 50 got his start. 50 got his start by talking shit basically about everybody in the game. He had no real beef with them.
Yeah.
He really was just name dropping them so they could say his name back or so that he could get some attention. He was the early version of a cloud chaser. Mm-hmm. To which he was from the same hood as Ja Rule. Ja Rule and 50 were from the same hood, and he did the same thing that he did to most other rappers to Ja Rule. He kind of clowned on his name for the clout, except Ja Rule wasn't one of those rappers that was just willing to let that go by the wayside because he was trying to get some clout. We're from the same hood, and I don't like what you're doing. He thinks it's corny, and I'm gonna address you about it. To which 50 was trying to, let him know, hey, this really, I'm really just doing music. Like, it's not really like that. Ja Rule's not trying to hear that shit. To the point where when they see each other one time,
it's on site.
Yeah, 50 tries to speak to him one time, and Ja Rule was like, yeah, well, what up, nigga? He tried to shake his hand, but he didn't shake his hand. And that started the beef between the two. Yep. They meet at a hotel room. Well, I'm sorry, they're checking into the same hotel one night. I guess there's some sort of event that they're attending. Or they just happen to be in the same place, same time. Ja Rule has a bat in his hand, just for some reason. 50's intimidated by that. They start to have that conversation once more about, hey, this is just music. I'm not really beefing, blah, 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 blah. Ja Rule's like, fuck that. 50 gets intimidated. So Irv Gotti and Ja say, and Black Chris, or I said Black Chris. Was that Black Chris or Black Child?
Black Child.
Black Child, my bad. I think Black Chris was the one that introduced Ja Rule.
Episode 1, yeah.
Yeah. But Black Child was telling this story of 50 actually getting intimidated by Ja, and then he swings on him to where, they get to swinging the bat and swinging fists, and they go chasing after 50 because he runs through the hotel. They miss him that time. They meet him in a studio, and they get to poking niggas up.
Yeah, niggas got to fighting. Niggas got stabbed. It was bloodshed.
50 got stabbed a few times. He said it was just cuts. Whatever.
Yeah. But no, this was some real street shit, like you said, and I didn't know this before the docuseries, like you mentioned. I knew the beef was there. We knew the beef was there, but just to see like where it originated from was a cool thing to see.
Cool thing to see.
Right. Which, that's crazy to even say, but you know what I mean. Like just the history of it. Like, okay, this is where it started.
Right.
But no, this is some real on-site, the definition of on-site, the definition on some like, no, this is street shit. Ja Rule wasn't playing about that shit, like you said.
Absolutely not.
When he saw 50 brought them niggas, they so the studio situation, they ended up booking sessions at the same studio and being like a couple rooms apart from each other. And so when word got around, Ja Rule, Irv Gotti, they whole little Murder Inc. group went to the studio where 50 was, like you mentioned, and that's where that brawl broke out. They said somehow, some way, somebody knocked out the lights or turned off a light switch, and it was dark in that motherfucker. And once it got dark, somebody overheard somebody say, "Hey, get the gat." That's when niggas get stabbed and bloodshed. So
yeah, Black Child said that he heard 50 say, "Get the gat," and once the lights went out, he was going to stab anybody that he felt was trying to reach towards something, because I mean, had they got towards the gun, this could have been the end of it for everybody. So He just got to poke.
He was just stabbing niggas in the dark. He didn't even know if he stabbed his own homeboy.
That's what it sounded like. He was just saying like, hey, it don't matter, I was cutting.
He was just stabbing people. But nah, bro. So yeah, that's kind of where episode 2 ended in a sense. I mean, they talked more about Ashanti and how she got her start. She was just happened to be in a studio. Fat Joe came through the studio, was trying to make a song. They were making a song for Big Pun. He had just passed away, and he needed somebody to sing on the hook. And he was like, "Who is this girl? Every time I come here, she's in the studio, but she's not making no music. She's just laying around." So Fat Joe put Ashanti on the song with Big Pun. That was really like her first single, he said.
Yeah, just a little backstory. Irv Gotti had kind of hired Ashanti to be around, not as
an artist,
but to help around the label,
like just be around.
But they said that she was always on time. She was super early. If you asked her to be there at 6, she was gonna be there at 5. If you asked her to stay at a certain time, she's staying later. So she was always just around. So by that point, she was ready when almost Fat Joe. Sorry, when Fat Joe asked her.
Yeah, when her name was called for sure. But yeah, it was good to see how she got started as well. Like we said, episode 3, I'm sure is gonna go more into when her album drops, and the relationship is gonna grow between her and Irv. Like, I'm just looking forward to just learning more, seeing more. And then we're gonna see, the legal trouble coming up. We're gonna see the downfall of the label. So these 2 episodes, man, have been jam fucking packed, bro. And we telling y'all to watch it, but I really hope that y'all really tuning in, because this story is important to hip hop. This is the early 2000s, but this is monumental to where we are now as fucking the sound and the culture of hip hop. These moments right here in this docuseries. So if you love hip hop, you should check it out.
Yeah, man, check it out. You ready to move on? I think we got maybe 1 or 2 more things that we were getting into. 50 Cent, he has a horror flick coming out. Did you see the previews?
Nah, I'm looking at it now, but I didn't see it. It's called Skill House.
Yeah, it looks like some sort of, I guess a zombie type of movie. Or they're tagged in some sort of way. Now, I really wanted to just get into it because he's back into the movie side of things. I know he's done Power TV, he's done Den of Thieves in the movies. But everything that 50 does, it makes it either to that streaming service or he's going to get to the big screen. So I just wanted to put people on radars that 50's actually got a horror movie on out this time. Okay.
Speaking of that, did you have anything else you wanted to say about 50?
No.
But speaking of that, movies, the movie with Jamie Foxx.
Oh, I thought we were going to wait for you to see that before we talked about it.
Nah, I was saying, like, you can go ahead because you mentioned it, that you had seen it.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to have too much dialogue because you haven't seen it. But
no, that's fine, because it was just on the same, like, horror, zombie kind of shit. That's why I wanted to just bring it up.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good. Jamie Foxx, Snoop Dogg had a small role, but it was pretty much Jamie Foxx and Dave Franco. They were the main characters. It was a really good movie. I don't want to spoil it for anybody that hasn't seen it yet, but it's called Night Shift. And if you haven't seen that, Dave Franco, Jamie Foxx, and Snoop Dogg basically play the night shift version of zombie apocalypse bounty hunters. So,
for sure, was it funny?
It was pretty funny.
They get some jokes off.
Yeah, it was very funny, but it was meant to be more of like an action film.
Okay, for sure. Now I'm gonna check it out. I was talking to my pops over the weekend. He said he liked it. It was cool. So.
Yeah, Dave Franco is always funny. So
for sure. But nah, it was on the same tip. That's why I kind of was like, shit, we could just mention it. But yeah, I'll definitely check it out, and then we could talk about it maybe on a Thursday pod.
Absolutely,
for sure.
All right, man. Are you ready to get out of here?
Yeah, man. That was all that I had.
All right, man. It's been your boy Roderick. This was episode 168.
Yes, sir. Young Cari, we checking out.
All right, man. We out of here.